trips until after.
All right.
Well, there's a capital S and a. Oop. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. Well, you can just
There's
delete one of the.
capital S and a lowercase s.
Here, I'll just get rid of one
What's
of
the
those.
difference?
Not sure why there were two.
One's got pizzazz.
How do I edit?
One's got emphasis.
Hang on a sec. Just putting in your resources. So you have one inspiration point. No story points yet. And
What are the story points again?
so you gain story points by doing things like the journal, basically like things to kind of help the group out of game. You get one for posting your background and backstory, picture, wish list, all that stuff in the party section of the Discord to kind of officially add yourself to the group. And then the other way you can get them is by doing journal, which we take turns doing. And you can use
Does the one I
those.
put in the journal count?
Did you put something in the
put one
journal?
Or
Oh, you
party?
mean in the party?
Is that party?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs a picture and a wish list. Wish list basically like magical items that you would like your character to find, because there are wish list item finds within the game, where someone gets to roll an item that they have on their wish list. You can have up to 4 items, and you can add new items by spending story points to your wish list, basically.
Okay. So 4 items.
Yeah, so 4 items that you'd like your character to get. You should probably do varying rarities, because you kind of roll for the rarity when you find a wish list item. So if you don't have an item of a certain rarity, I'll just generate a random item for you of that rarity, if that makes sense. So usually people get like a common or an uncommon, rare, very rare, and legendary. So yeah, you want that.
So I
I'd
can
only put one legendary though.
one of each.
I mean, if you want, you could put a. You probably want at least one of each rarity to start off, just in case like you roll a rarity, you want to have one in each of those categories. Later on, you can add more by spending story points. So if you want to like add more items to your wish list, like say you get your uncommon item and you want to put a new uncommon item and you'd use a story point, you could add one. You can also use.
Take my wish list.
Yeah, you can also use story points to re-roll once per day, or you can use story points to like kind of like gain control of the story a little, like introduce backstory characters, stuff like that, like private quests. There's like a list of the different things you can spend them on in the like custom rules area of the Discord. But yeah, basically you kind of earn them.
All in the wish list?
This
is all I'm putting it in the wish list? Like, if I want a special quest...
No. Those are just other things you can do at story points. The wish list is a separate thing. The wish list is just like every now and then you'll encounter an item that is a wish list item and everyone kind of rolls and we go in order. Like if you get a wish list item, you're not going to get another one until everyone gets their wish list item, then it kind of restarts. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like just once in a while the group finds an item that's going to be one of the group members' wish list items if they haven't gotten one already. So anyway, we can talk more about that later. I think I have your token, so let me just double check that that's working. See if you can pull your token onto the board from the journal. So just like click on it and drag it on the board.
Oh, sorry. Right, where do I... What do I click on there?
So if you go to the journal, you should see your your character there, and you should be able to click on it and drag it onto the board.
Okay, shrink my character sheet here a little bit.
You can double-click the top of your character sheet to minimize it. Okay, so
Oh, we got an old man!
it looks like your token is working.
yeah,
I love that it looks like he's just spying at us.
yeah. That's exactly why.
He's just watching us.
No,
This isn't
yeah.
where we are at the moment, but I like it.
No, this is the campsite. Is this lit up? Why is this lit up?
He's gooning in the corner.
Oh, jeez.
He's gooning.
I know I've heard that term before, but I can never remember what it is.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Skyrim TTS.
Don't look into it.
There was a YouTuber who made a TTS mod.
Look, I know some weird stuff.
Okay,
Oh, I
so,
remember that. I've seen clips of that.
so
Yeah.
you can kind of see at the edge of your vision, it's like dark all around you, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so the
can see.
lighting is working. Click your token and make sure you can move it around.
I did.
Okay. If you pick it up and press Q, you can start a waypoint, and then if you move the token to another spot and press Q again, it'll do like a waypoint move. Just make sure you can do that. Okay, so that is working. Looks like everything is working for your site and everything. So I think you're all good to go.
Hey guys, I'm another bad guy.
Cab!
Runs out in the open.
Let's
Banishment!
Let's do a. Let's see.
Who
We're
is-
on.
Eldwin. That's a big frog-looking thing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's
Don't worry
fine.
about it. All right.
That's also not his name, that's just the tent.
Hey, look, a random dwarf.
So I think we're on Grey Wanderers session 123, a new home. We have. Oh, Johan was going to be scribe today, but he's not here. Does anyone want to volunteer for scribe duty, or should I roll for it?
What's scribe do?
Scribe is, like I was saying, those who scribe get a story point, or not? Yeah, story point for basically taking the journal and posting it in the journal section. You could do as much or as little as you want. Like, you can do bullet points, you could do like a journal entry from your character's point of view, or however you want to do it. But it's basically kind of like a player log of what's happening in the story. And
Okay.
you get a story point for doing it.
There's my wish list in the thing there.
So
I
it
guess
sounds...
since
Or go
I'm
ahead.
new, I could probably do journal.
I'll do journal. All right, that will work. What's your character's name? It was Dax, right? Okay.
I love that LJ just posted the last session recap this second.
Oh, what session did you say we were?
Session 123.
Episode 123. Journal
yeah,
episode.
basically. What else do I need? So. Okay, so we have Dax on Scribe. LJ, you're quartermaster, right? Looks like. And. Oh. Lose LJ? Are you there,
Suddenly,
LJ?
There were cats.
I think he was just listening for now.
Got back home.
Did you say you're back home?
Yeah, I am now.
All right, awesome. Can you give us a recap of last session?
Yes. After getting off my ass, we go up top and open a safe after disenchanting and unlocking it. And then Onvia gets a lantern, as rocks then fall on us 3 times. After dealing with that, we all jump down. Or they all get down as I jump down to a 3-point landing, but instead just fall on my ass again. As Eldrin identify a dagger, while Onvia gives the crit prayer. We then give the dagger to Johan. We then pass out some healing potions. as we find some skeletons and a mind flayer. Mind flayer presence. As we go closer, we see some doors, then see an undead as Johan gets his shot off. As Andre does something, as I jump closer and get a 3 damaging slashes off as I catch it as it falls, and I catch it as it falls and drag it back, and we approach. As we all hear a voice in our heads telling us to leave, we then stealthily approach, and Anvil brings out a lantern, brings out the same lantern, and later we then see another undead charge us, which is quickly dispatched as more undead come out of the walls. As I start feeling funny, and that be it.
Yeah, so you are currently in battle with these strange undead illithid type creatures, which you've mostly taken care of, but they definitely haven't been easy to deal with as they keep stunning you with some kind of odd brain attack.
And I cannot
So-
see.
Yeah, you're currently having your mind kind of sucked by one of them because it's grabbed you. So it's the 88th of spring at 1 p.m. when we'll pick up the story. Before I start, actually, let me talk to Dax in the other room for a moment.
Oh,
I'll be right
okay.
back. So you kind of heard what I was saying before, right? About your character being here to find lore about his condition.
Testing. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Cool. Yes, yes.
So yeah, go ahead.
Right. So Dax is here on his mission to look around, to search the ruins for this supposed information or tidbit of lore that he received. Only
Yeah.
to find something is wrong here. Something very wrong. And he needs help to get to the lore that he needs. So he's gonna go look for these adventurers who happen to be here.
Yeah, and as I said, there seems to be an elder brain at this location that you'd probably be very nervous about getting too close to, as you think it has sensed you in the area, but maybe doesn't know exactly where you are.
Gosh.
Having Arcana, I think you would know a little bit about elder brains and how dangerous they are, and how they're usually linked to mind flayers. So, just to bring you in kind of quicker, if you're okay with it, being that they're in a battle right now, I was just going to have you kind of come in from the sidelines because you've been kind of following them and watching them and maybe just help them fight off these things. Does that work for you as an introduction?
So I've been hanging on the outskirts of their camp.
Not their camp. You've been basically on the outskirts of this temple, and you were worried about going in because it was just you. You weren't expecting to find the mind flayers here. So you kind of were watching and trying to come up with a good plan of attack. And while that was happening, these people showed up, which maybe you watched them for a bit, and when they went in, they seemed to be pretty effective against at least the first wave of these creatures. So I assumed your character would be like, oh, well, maybe if I ingratiate myself with this group of mercenaries, they'll help me with what I'm trying to do. And that might be a good introduction. Unless you had something else in mind. But I thought that would be a good start.
Yeah. I'm gonna start off with the a half-truth. I'm gonna tell them that I'm seeking their knowledge for a cure for my vampirism.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
That's
yeah.
a half-truth.
Yeah, and whatever you choose to tell them is up to you once the dust clears after the battle. But I wanted to get you in quicker so we could say maybe, like I said, during the battle, you're going to pop up and try to help them fight these things. So does that work for you?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Good first combat.
Any questions?
No. now. If anything pops up on my character sheet, I will probably let you know. I don't use Roll20 very often, so I'm going to be a little bit slow starting out.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine. Here, so I'll make it a little easier. I'm going to put some token actions on your token. So if you click on your token now, you'll see a bunch of buttons at the top of the screen, and those are for your common things that you can do, macros. So you click that to do them.
Click my token, and yes, I see this.
All right, so I'm going to
These
put
are my
us
cantrips.
back in the main chat. One moment. All right.
But outside of
Welcome
adventurers,
back.
most like town clerics or something would ever deal with a skeleton.
It's true.
Yeah.
Undead.
Well, I believe.
Oh.
Oh, discussion start. Welcome back.
Yes.
Hey Lou,
Yes.
how many story points do I owe you for the respec?
I believe respec is 3 story points
Okay.
for the one-time
I'm
respec.
I'm subtracting those now.
But anyway, let's see. We were in the middle of a combat. So Johan was up. I'm going to put him to the background. And actually, since we have our new person, rather than putting any enemies to the background, I'm just going to bring him in.
If they're in combat right now, that's probably a better time.
Oh yeah, you
I
just
hear
want
somebody was gonna be going down this session. I think that might have been
Good
Leo.
chance. Good chance
Yeah.
that I die.
So I'm gonna try and save Leo
Oh, we'll see.
when I see them getting hurt.
So,
There's only one guy left on you.
so
Perfect.
yeah, you are kind of sneaking behind at this moment as the group is fighting. And after Johan, let's see, it would be Anvir's turn.
You can put me on the
I
last.
just noticed some
initiative.
random old-looking guy rock up behind us.
No, you probably. Well, how's your stealth?
You want me to roll
Jacob?
stealth?
And actually,
have
that's
hard
another
grip.
thing. So if you go to the cog tab, I'll do the Roll20 stuff with you really quick. If you go to the cog tab on the top of Roll20, it's on the top right. You can adjust your music volume, sound volume. And one thing I need is for you to change your display name to your character name and your passive perception / your passive insight, just so I don't have to keep asking. Like, you kind of see all the other players did it.
What?
So you want to change your name to Dax.
Personalization. Display name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And well,
I think he also has to do his
Is
portrait.
on.
Uh,
Graphics.
yeah, next to Dax, you kind of want to put your passive perception and insight in like parentheses. You can kind of see the other characters did it. Just in case, like, you would notice something, I don't have to keep asking you what your passive perception and insight are.
Wait, where did you say that was?
So next to your display name, you just put like parentheses and passive perception /
Like it's
insight.
part of your display name.
I see
Yeah.
what everyone did.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so I can have that info just out there if I need it. Not have to keep asking.
Passive perception. 11. And
I know this is taking a little longer, everyone. Sorry. Getting everything
passive
set up.
intelligence. 10.
It's fine.
Insight is also, if you want to do your passive, investigate, you can do that as your third number.
Investigation.
You know what? That's just
Oh, I
wisdom
should
and
probably put that,
intelligence.
actually.
Wisdom is the higher number.
Yeah,
I might do
so
that too.
it would be so passive perception is your wisdom, passive insight is your wisdom, and passive investigation is your intelligence. Unless you have
Mm,
training, then it's higher.
Basically 10 plus whatever number you have in that skill,
Yeah.
in the skill section.
My
Exactly.
perception and insight are the same, so 11 and 10.
Yeah, so you just have like 11/10/ whatever your passive investigation, which would be intelligence based. And as someone else said, you don't need whiz, int, or whiz. Like, I know what they mean. The first one just needs to be your perception, the second one is your insight, and the third one is your investigation. But yeah, if you have the numbers, and you probably don't
So I
need
think
your
it would
last
actually be
name.
11, 11, 10.
Huh?
Yeah, it would be
11, 10,
it would be
yeah.
11, 11, 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
It's a
don't.
different order than what's on the D&D Beyond sheets. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm using D&D Beyond, yeah.
And you don't need to put your last name. I can just look at the character sheet for that, just to save some space on the thing there.
Yeah, it's getting down there a bit.
Because it only gives so much room, unfortunately. That's more just for me to remember your name until I get used to the character. Awesome.
My new name is Dax Dingleberry.
Dax Dingleberry. So also, if you go to the chat, at the bottom it says as, and there's a drop down. You want to change that to the second instance of your character. The first one displays your account profile picture. The second one displays your character profile picture. So, so if you go to the chat tab, it's like I think the first tab on the left, the chat log. At the very bottom, it says as, and you want to change that to the second instance of your.
You
Dax.
were changing yourself to the torch and to the tent. It's
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So Dax with the numbers or Dax with the name?
With the
Daxing.
numbers, I believe.
No, with the name.
The name.
No,
The
name.
The
Just
one with
the
the
name.
numbers is your player account.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
straight name.
Okay,
Oh,
there
there
we
it
go.
goes. Excellent. All right.
Yeah, numbers is what he was.
All right. So with that,
Right.
let's do it. Anvir,
Good.
what are you gonna do?
I think this whole argument started because I was like, do I notice him behind me?
Right.
Oh, right.
How is your
Got it.
stealth, Dex?
Would you like me to roll stealth?
Sure. Give me a stealth check if you're trying to be sneaky.
No, I think Andre's gonna see him.
Probably.
Yeah,
Anvir
Anvir's hard
is-
now. It's hard for Anvir to miss you.
I do have exhaustion at the moment, but just
so
I see him.
He would notice this person kind of stealthing up behind the group. You don't recognize him, but he doesn't look like a mind flayer. What would you look like to him, Dax? I guess we can do some introductions.
Sure. You see a. Let me pull up my description here. Hey, I wrote that down this time. Currently, I appear as a gray-skinned, pale orc with a set of monocles and a bulging physique.
Wait, so not glasses, 2 monocles.
Oh no. They're just called monocles. It's glasses.
okay.
He's wearing
That was
glasses.
hilarious to me.
Wearing 2 monocles would be twice as pretentious.
Yes, I'm posh. I have 2 monocles.
Yeah.
I'm far superior.
All right. Anything else he might notice about you?
There are no flaws on his skin at all that you can see.
Which might
That's
look a
about
little
it.
unnatural to you. What about Anvir? What would you look like to him?
You see what looks like a terrified elf. Who looks very exhausted at the moment. He's got half black and half purple dyed hair. And at the moment he's wielding his staff and shield. And there's probably a faint glow on his amulet around his neck, which is an purple and black 8-pointed star.
Do you have knowledge religion by any chance?
Is this you?
Yeah, that's him.
Yes, that is me. The very purple one is me.
Do you have
Got a
knowledge
different
religion,
image.
Dax, by any chance? Like trained? Proficient?
Let me see. Proficiency?
Yeah.
Let me check.
She might know something about his holy symbol.
I have No training. No
Okay.
training.
So you probably don't recognize it as it's one of the more obscure religious symbols. So Anvir, the question is, what do you do? Seeing this person, though still having enemies ahead of you.
He doesn't seem obviously hostile, I'm assuming, considering
He more
everything.
seems
He's
kind of
hiding
like
behind us.
he's like kind of hiding and trying to observe without being noticed right now.
I just lock eyes with him to acknowledge the fact that I have definitely seen him, but then I'm gonna go help LJ. And I'm just
LJ
gonna say to
is-
him,
Oh fuck!
give us a hand?
Alright, and then what?
Alright.
I will move forward a bit. And let's see, these guys, if I remember correctly, these guys were really good at all the saves I was trying to chuck at them. He'd have cover from me from here, wouldn't he?
Yeah, LJ would kind of be in
Oh, wait.
the way.
I can fly. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you
I
currently
forgot I
have
activated
your,
that.
your ability going.
So I'll just fly straight up so I have a downward shot down at him, and I will use a guiding bolt.
Alright, so he still has light cover, but you would have high ground, so +1 to the attack.
Oh yeah, just also for the dude guy, at the moment he currently has dark wings that are made of stars and night sky that he's flying with.
Yeah, they are
Holy shit.
protruding from his back, though
These
more
guys are
like
dumb.
astral than actual wings.
It
Alright,
was funny when you say that.
so
These guys are
30.
crazy.
Yeah. So 30 would strike as you fire the glowing bolt just over LJ's head, striking this creature for 17 radiant. The creature starts to glow, offering advantage to the next attack against it.
I'm not on the initiative
That
tracker.
would be me.
Click on your token and click initiative. It's one of the buttons at the top of your screen. In it.
Okay. In it. Oh, hey. 20.17.
Alright,
I'm
so
higher than Monbeer.
Oh, he Dexy.
after Anvir's turn, Dax, what do you want to do? And at this point, you would see the door to the south open. Some of you would see. And
Oh, great.
2 more of these things come rushing out, screeching. Uh-oh. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
Uh,
Just to
you
remind
gave me a heart attack there!
this is what they look like. So yeah,
Okay,
what do you want to
that's
do,
fine.
Dax?
Alright. I'm having trouble seeing them. You physically told me to come out and help.
Yeah, I was like, give us a hand?
He's
Can
like,
you-
okay, you're not a mind player.
Can
then help
you
us.
can you see them on the map?
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, he was pinging my character
oh,
before
oh,
asking if it
oh.
was me.
That's horrible.
Just to help
Forget that ever
clarify,
happened.
this right here is the only enemy that you can probably see.
Alright, he is going to come over here. Yep, that's 30 feet. Into the open and cast.
That's...
Oh, I thought the
Oh, no, you could do that with Diane.
Yeah, you just go north 1. He's fine.
Yeah.
What are you casting?
what is the distance? This is a bad guy, right? This
Yes.
one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that creature
Or-
currently has a bunch of tentacles wrapped around Leo's head, and it seems to be siphoning some kind of energy from him.
Fun times for all.
Though he's also glowing right now, making him much easier to target.
Oh, interesting. I will hit him with a checking the ranges real quick. Vicious Mockery. I'm gonna hit him with a Vicious Mockery right off the bat here.
Alright, so you attack him with Psychic Energies, which he must use.
Do I have to select the target?
No, you just click Vicious Mockery. So he is going to attempt to resist with a Wisdom save. Unfortunately, his glowingness doesn't really help this. He would resist with a 22. So your psychic attack does not seem to affect him, and you would gain insight that he has a decent Wisdom defense, aka Wisdom save. Anything else?
Bonus action. Let me look at my bonus actions. I got some cool stuff. Yes, I think I do have the ability here. I'm supposed to have like telekinesis, don't I?
If you have the spell, I assume. I think it's one of your
No, it
Aberrant
comes
Mind
standard.
spells, but I don't know for sure. That would require your action, though, so I don't think you could do it anyway.
Well, unless you're talking about, doesn't the Aberrant Mind have like
Telepathy.
ability?
Yeah,
Is that what you were thinking of?
I can push somebody like 10
Oh, okay,
feet.
never mind.
That's
Do you mean the
supposed to be- or
telekinetic
5
feet?
The telekinetic feet would be 5 feet. Well, we can look into it later.
Telekinetic feet.
Do you have anything quickly you could do as a bonus action, just because your time is kind of run out?
Yes, heightened spell, or no, quicken spell. I'm gonna hit him with a... Gosh. Polymorph. I'm gonna hit him with a polymorph. gonna use-
All right. What are you turning him into?
An octopus.
All right. So give me.
How fitting!
Well, Link.
Fitting.
Go ahead and link polymorph.
It's
I'll
a
click the
wisdom
spell.
save.
Okay.
There you
so
go.
you chant casting polymorph on him.
How do I use my how do I use my what are they? You want, I can keep track of it here on my D&D
Sorcery
Beyond.
points.
So you if you look at your sheet, there's a resource section in core for your sorcery points. If you go to spells, there are basically your how many spell slots you have and how many you have remaining. So those should all be at full right now.
Yeah, the resource section he mentioned, you can create boxes and you can have them reset on a long or short rest. So you put in the total, the max, and then the total that you currently have, and just like name it sorcery points or something like that. So you create a little box for it.
So you said you cast polymorph, right?
I'm tracking them right now.
So if
Yes, can I use heightened spell on that?
Yeah,
as
so if
well.
you click polymorph, it automatically subtracts the spell slot. Did you see there? Like it went from 2 to 1 in the...
Okay.
And then if you want to heighten, so you would click on heighten spell, which I think is... Where is it? It's one of your... Oh, there it is. Meta Magic heighten spell.
Can
So
you
you
quicken
would...
and heighten?
Huh? Oh, wait, sorry. You
heighten-
didn't do heighten. You did quicken, right?
Yeah, yes,
Both.
he said both, yeah.
Both.
You can only do one.
You
They
I could-
specify usually if you can use it with others.
Yeah.
What you said.
Yeah, it
Oh.
doesn't. Can you use 2 of them? I thought it was you can only
Only
use
certain
one.
ones.
They-
Yeah.
I
Link
think
the
they're
quickened and see
when
if
you
it has
cast
any.
a spell. It's just when you cast a spell.
Yeah, they have to specify you can cast this with other meta magics.
Yeah, I believe
Like
you can't.
empowered
Yeah,
Empowered
stack them.
specifically says you can cast with others.
Yeah, so I think you can only do one or the other. I'm guessing you do Quicken, because you can't do both.
When you cast a spell that forces a creature to make a saving throw, and
Yeah,
when
but it's
you
part of
cast a
the
spell
actual
that
sorcerer
has a
point
casting
rules. You can
time
only use one.
Yeah, it says you can use only one meta magic option on a spell when you cast it unless otherwise noted. It's just before it describes
Cool.
the different meta magics in the.
Yeah, so I'm
so
guessing.
as normal.
Yeah, so
As
I'm
normal.
guessing you do Quicken on that, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you would do Quicken spell, so you would spend 2 sorcery points to do this as a bonus action. So then you could just go to your sorcery points there. It says 8, so you just put it down 2. To 6.
Where did you see that? Where did you see that?
So if you look above, it's on the first page. It's like under the short rest and long rest buttons. You have your resources there, and you can basically adjust those. Okay, so you cast that, and he must make a wisdom save. So he is going to attempt to resist with wisdom. Oh, he rolls very poorly and would fail, turning into an octopus. As you begin concentrating on the spell. So when you're concentrating, you give yourself this mark, just to know you're concentrating on something.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you click your token, there's like a lens button. If you click on that, you can kind of go through the different marks. And the concentration mark, I think, is like 6 rows down or something. So he is a squid. Anything else you wish to do?
That will be it.
Alright, so your turn is ending. The new one from the south comes through the door here. Is going to move up 30 feet to here. And actually, it would have to do that as a dash, so it ends its turn there. LJ. I assume you're going to try to break out of the incapacitation.
What is it? Wisdom save?
This one's int, I believe.
Yeah, this one I believe is an int save.
Yeah, that's why everyone
Oh,
was
okay.
failing it.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
why you kept failing it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you are still incapacitated by this. And
Y'all dumped int and it shows.
I'm
yeah,
assuming I
Except you.
failed the exhaustion thing.
exhaustion thing.
He has to attack you for that.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't
Oh,
get.
he
You wouldn't
does.
have to. That's on his.
Oh,
turn.
yeah, that's right. That's
And
on his
actually, he's not grappling you anymore because he is a tiny squid. So
Does that
you would.
affect the
So at least you
incapacitation
can move.
though?
No, he still has to break out of that using his
Mm.
mind power. So
But he can
this-
move.
He can move again. Well, after he breaks the. Oh, I guess you could move now.
Incapacitate.
So yeah, did you want to move somewhere?
Away.
Like away.
Just run back.
It's a smart decision.
Boom.
All right. So as these guys come
Run
rushing
right
up
into the
from the
stranger.
South Hall, you kind of come rushing back, looking kind of discombobulated, holding your head as your mind is still reeling from whatever these things just did to you.
Wait, aren't you at half speed?
Oh, I
You're
think
right,
you
I
are.
am. Okay.
Is he? Oh yeah, 2 levels of exhaustion. So yeah,
Yeah.
he would be.
I go behind Nasira as I say, as up the.
Yeah, you're kind of like babbling. All right, so that thing is a squid. I don't think it can try to break out. I think it's just stuck for now.
Blub, blub.
How long does
Blub,
that last? An hour?
An hour
Yep.
until the form dies.
Okay, so yeah, it's just kind of moving around on the ground. Nasira.
I'll yell out, "Don't kill it, or it'll turn back."
So
Nasira.
Nasira, and actually we should go through descriptions. What would you look like to Dax?
Nasira is slender, fairly tall. She usually moves with exceptional poise and grace, but right now she's kind of looking haggard. She's What would the incapacitation look like? Because we can move, but we can't.
So
act.
it's kind of like you have almost like a concussion, because you can't take
always-
actions or reactions. So you're kind of just like almost out of it, as you're moving.
Yeah.
I always imagine it as like punch drunk,
Yeah.
if you know that.
Yeah.
So she's wearing like what might be like religious vestments, but they're really, really fine. They're made of like a really fine silk with embroidery. And she's hooded and veiled, so you would really only see her eyes and her hands. Her skin seems kind of like a dark honey color. Her eyes are almond shaped with like yellow ellipticals, which is the only hint that she may not be human. And she has like really long, slender fingers with pointed nails. And she doesn't appear to be armed, except by there's a quarterstaff that's on her back that has carvings on it like a snake. But I think that's all that you would notice right now. She's definitely kind of looking dazed.
All right. So what do you want to do as these things come rushing up?
Well, I fail another int save.
Oh,
You
so
do
you
that
do
at
it-
the end.
Yeah, you do it at
What?
the end of your turn usually.
Oh,
To try
okay.
to drop the
Um,
discombobulation.
I mean, I don't want Eldwin to get overwhelmed now with these new ones coming up. And I don't really want an Oppie, so yeah, I don't think it makes much sense for me to move because then they'll just pounce on Eldwin and LJ.
Okay, so you're gonna stay here for now. Your
Yeah.
turn is ending. Eldwin, what would you look like to Dax?
Like right now, you'd see a human in like green leather with gold accents. He looks about in his early 20s. Like he has short brown hair and a scar over his left eye. Right now, he's got what you think is probably a spell book in his one hand, and his other he's holding a very ornate rapier.
So, Earth Nation Zuko.
Kind of, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can never unsee it now!
I hate that he said that because I can't unsee that either.
So what do you want to do?
Alright, so mind playing from he's an octopus now, right?
Yeah, it's kind of flopping around on the ground as a squid.
Cool. I know what polymorph is, I will ignore him. So I'm going to run over here, and I'm going Cheers, unfortunately still incapacitated, so there's no point getting flank.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah. Is there anything better I can do? Not really. I'm gonna take 2 strikes on the Mind Flayer close to Nasira.
Alright,
First
so
one, Booming Blade.
you come rushing in from the north, your sword buzzing with thunder energy. Oh, crit.
Ooh, best one for this to happen on.
The other one casts silvery barbs. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You know, it would be deserved
It
at
would
this
be
point.
deserved. All my
Silvery
creatures
barbs.
now have silvery barbs. But go ahead. So you strike him with your rapier, which makes a booming noise, doing 31
31.
damage. Good hit.
And then I'm going to
Creature
strike at him.
doesn't look wounded yet, but that definitely was a nasty hit.
I'm going to strike at him again.
Oh, 16 will hit a second time, the normal stab, doing
Yeah.
another 10. And that strike would draw blood. Anything else?
It was 20 to get here, so I'm actually gonna. Does it look like I have his attention?
Yes, that definitely got him annoyed at you.
All right,
Actually,
then
the
I'm
other one
going.
looks annoyed at you too.
I'm going to move. I'm going to risk an Oppie move 5 feet this way.
Alright, he will indeed oppie you using one of his tentacles. Whoopsh. 23 versus AC.
Is that with
That
disadvantage?
is with disadvantage. That is the
Oh,
normal.
wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits me.
Alright, so the tentacle would slap onto you, latching on and stopping you as you become grappled. 6 piercing from the tentacle.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, into the new round. Dax, top of the round. What do you want to do?
Right. I'm going to. Oh, perfect. Let's see how far I'm going. Right here. They're all lined up perfectly. I'm gonna hit them with a lightning bolt.
Oh, you
Nice.
don't want to hold Q. You just want to press Q every time you put down a waypoint, or else it'll just put down like 100 waypoints.
Well,
Yeah, your character's like taking 5 years to move.
On everyone else's screen.
oops.
But yeah, all right. So you go there, and what are you doing?
Lightning bolt. Cast it level 3rd.
All right.
And this is going to be in this line here.
All right.
So
So
hitting these two.
you throw out a lightning bolt.
Ooh. Good damage.
Electrical damage discharging from your hand.
Heightened spell. Sorry, I had to specify that.
Oh, you're going to use heighten spell. Go ahead and
Yes.
link it. And you said that's, I think, what, 4 sorcery points?
3.
3? Okay, so yeah, go ahead and spend the sorcery points. And that gives them a minus to their save, right?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, that's right. Okay, so the first one,
One. Only one
only one what?
person.
No, it's
Sorcery
these
points to
two.
give one.
Oh,
One
I'm talking about the
target.
target. Oh, it's only one target? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
So it's only the first guy.
one target
Got
only.
it. Alright, so he does
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what it says. The one target of the spell. So it would only be the first guy. So he has disadvantage on his dex save.
Would he
Are you
get to
talking
choose
about
which
the
target?
lightning bolt?
Sorry,
Or
what?
Are you talking about the lightning bolt or the heightened spell?
The heightened spell says only one target gets disadvantage on the save.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
In that
but they
case, yeah.
it would hit both of them. So the first guy rolls a 14 with disadvantage, failing. So he would take. Just double check his
32.
resistance. No, he doesn't resist this. So yeah, he takes 32 lightning, becoming badly wounded as his body is now riddled with electrical burns. And he is now looking angrily over at you. The second one will also try to dodge with a dex save. He gets an 18, so that would succeed, but he still takes 16 lightning, as he is partially crackled by the electrical bolt, taking some damage. Is that it for you?
Bonus action. No, I think that's it.
All
I'm gonna
right,
end my turn.
so you end your
I
turn
want to move from that square.
there.
Actually, no, that is a good point. I can move my character another.
I think you have like 10 feet
15
of
feet.
movement, or 15. Yeah, 15
15?
feet.
Yeah, that's
So you can move back
just
3
back up.
squares. All right, seeing the
Actually, 'cause that'd
angered.
be a squeezing square, wouldn't it?
Hmm?
I was just saying that would be a squeezing square, especially, wouldn't it?
This one, no, I'll say it's fine. So
Okay, I wasn't
Dax's turn ends on Veer.
From down here, I think I'm just gonna try and finish off that Actually, yeah, do I want to go for the one going after Elduin or the one that's probably going to attack Nasira? Probably the one that's going to attack Nasira.
That one is grappled to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one has
so if you were to
Elduin
finish,
grappled.
if you were to finish him off, then that would free Eldwin.
Well, no, this one is the one grappling you, isn't it? Oh, no,
No,
that's
this
the one grappling you.
This is the one
Yeah.
that did
Never
that.
mind.
Yeah.
We're all good. I will attack that one. I'll use another guiding bolt. Apparently, I've closed my character sheet, so I'm just going to open that again.
Alright, so Anvir from above, Chance firing a guiding bolt down upon the one that's grabbing his ally.
For fun, I'll do it at second, just to try and guarantee the kill.
Alright. Yeah, 20 would strike him, as he is not very well armored.
Oh, I got an extra 1 left.
14. That is enough. So you blast him, completely searing his body as he just falls down motionless.
Oh, and he was going to go next too. Nice job.
Yeah.
So Elduin is freed.
I will stay exactly where I am and do nothing else.
Okay. So that guy is dead. LJ.
So, is that another save?
Yeah, at the end of, if you're gonna move, you should move. Then at the end of your turn, make another int save to try to.
I'm still half speed. I get my ass down.
So you kind of limp backwards, holding your head. Ugh.
And I say to Anvir and the new guy, head that way with either. As I
You can
do it.
talk while incapacitated, you just can't
No,
take
he just-
actions or reactions.
No, he just says that.
He's RPing it, and I'm gonna give you
Then
an
I'm,
inspiration point for it. Go for it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
This has got like a third stage concussion.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, what was it? And save?
yeah, and save at the end of your turn.
Sorry,
Oh,
that
yeah,
coming out his
still incapacitated. All right, so this thing is going to.
Well, let's see.
move-
Octopus first. Oh, but I guess he doesn't.
Oh, right.
anything?
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong guy. So he stands there. No, wait, I had the right guy. It was this guy? So he's going to move
Oh.
Yeah, it's
forward.
bottom first, then Octopus.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was using the mouse over from the turn order. It seemed like it was the other one that highlighted.
So he goes to there, and he is going to let loose a pulse of psychic energy,
Ow.
which I
Okay.
think is going to hit everyone. So I need
I'm
an
20
int-
feet up.
Oh, are you? Okay. So we'll miss you because you're a little too high, but everyone else in the group, I need an int save, DC 15.
Oh, int.
I'm sorry, do you expect me to make that?
I don't know.
Can I keep?
Well, no, you
Can I-
don't. Those who are already incapacitated don't have to make it.
I don't
guys-
even make that.
Yeah. It's just those who are.
We know
currently...
you've been failing it this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Does his friend have to make the save? Because technically he's not a mind flayer right now.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, he has a point though.
It doesn't. I mean,
I'm
mean,
just
the-
being
the
cheeky. If it doesn't
squid?
work, it doesn't work. Yeah.
I don't think it makes a difference.
I was
for
just
us
being
anyway.
cheeky.
yeah,
It doesn't
wouldn't-
really
it wouldn't
matter.
damage him anyway. But I
Yeah.
need in saves from Elduin. I got Elduin, so I guess I just need Dax.
Oh, I need a save.
Yeah, you are
Ah.
within 30 feet of this pulse of psychic energy.
See how smart you are.
Just.
All right, where are my saves at?
Top left. You
Dex
can also
save,
click
save?
on. It's an int save. You can also click on the save button.
Intelligence.
If you have your token highlighted, one of the buttons at the top of the screen is save. If you click that, you can choose int. Oh no! All right. So
Oh, uh-oh. This
unfortunately,
is bad.
you are incapacitated by this blast of psychic
Wait.
energy.
Is this a spell?
No, this is his ability. This is his Mind
Dang.
Flayer ability. So the other bad news about that is that breaks your concentration.
Yeah.
So that would turn the squid back to a guy. So he is
That
freed.
automatically fails. I don't make the save.
No, incapacitate
Con
breaks
save?
breaks
Got it.
concentration. So where is it? Incapacitated. Yeah, I think it says it under the.
It's part of the.
Oh shit.
It says under the concentration
Concentration.
Question,
rules.
DM.
Yeah.
Does that affect any other abilities that are on my character currently?
Only if it affects concentration. Like if it's something you'd have to concentrate on, which I don't think
Or
it would
its
affect.
What
Your...
about Mask of Many Faces?
No, I don't think it would affect that because that's not a
Okay.
concentration. I don't
Depend-
think.
Yeah, it depends. Usually, non-concentration ones will state it ends when.
Yeah.
incapacitated, if it's
So that would be the same. You wouldn't have to roll on that. Well, Link Mask of Many Faces. Let me just double check.
It's just
It's just
disguise
disguise
self.
self.
Disguise self.
Does my psychic defenses aid me at all? I have advantage against saving throws against being charmed or frightened, and
No.
I have resistance to psychic damage.
No, this wouldn't be psychic damage. This is more of like a just incapacitation effect. Okay, so yeah, this wouldn't affect your Mask of Many Faces. All right, so I believe that's it for him because that was his action.
I'm casting Disguise Self on myself.
Yeah, that should
That's
already
not
be
many
going on
faces.
you. So Nasira, fortunately, you are still incapacitated from the last guy. What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Okay, so you stand there holding your head, ending your turn. Eldwin.
All right.
So there's
Ooh,
two
I
of
am.
them now.
Yeah, this is. Actually, I think you skipped the other one's turn.
Oh, that's right, because he got broken out. All right, let me do him really quick. Thank you for reminding me. So he is going to go for an attack on you, Elduin.
Yeah.
Let's see. So,
Great roll for this because
Go
I don't have
now.
my cloak.
So claw 19.
I'm going to shield.
All right, so as he brings his claw down upon you, you throw your hand forward. A force energy shield knocking the attack back. It screeches and tries again, because it's not all that bright. Natural 1 almost stumbles, and then the tentacle comes at you. Whoopsh. Nope, the shield protects you from that strike as well.
That was gonna be real bad.
So that's it for him. Eldwin, what are you going to do?
Oh, I need to manually undo this. I'm going to use.
Remember, this one is still glowing from the guiding bolt.
Oh,
No,
right.
I don't think it is. I think that's only until the start of my next turn. or
Oh,
end of my next turn.
I'm a liar then. He is not. My apologies.
Okay. On the again, I'm gonna try and keep these off of my party members. So, the one next to Nastira, I'm gonna do.
Yeah, into your next turn.
I'm going to do 2 attacks on it. First one, Booming Blade.
Alright, so you strike out with your rapier again. Once again, wreathed in thunder energy. 17 will strike it, blasting it for 15 points of damage.
And the second strike. Ooh.
No, it is going to dodge out of the way. And once again, it looks angry at you. Anything else?
I don't like being surrounded, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to Blade Song. Again.
Alright, so you activate your Blade Song a second time. Which, since he hasn't seen it before, what would this look like to Dex?
So you'll see Eldwin start chanting a little bit, and like magical energy will start kind of like surrounding him, just spading off of him, and you'll see his features sort of shift and morph a little bit until Eldwin starts looking like a an elven version of himself.
All right. Anything else?
No, will be my turn.
All right. So the round is ending. Top of the new round, Dex. So unfortunately,
All right.
I believe you're incapacitated, but you can. Or go ahead.
Can I make another save?
Yeah, so you can move, but you can't take actions or reactions right now. But at the end of your turn, you get another int save. And I think you have one inspiration point that you start with. Remember, you can spend that before the roll to gain advantage. You just have to call it out.
Okay.
You can only use
Okay.
those once per short rest, though. Just keep that in mind.
Can take actions or reactions, you said?
Yes, you can just move
What
right
about
now.
bonus
basically.
actions?
Bonus action would be a type of action. So any type of actions are kind of off limits to you until you get rid of this incapacitate.
All right, I guess I'll make a save.
All right, so you kind of shake your head trying to clear the stars from that psychic hit.
What's wrong with stars?
Not good when you're trying to aim things.
14?
14, I think, just fails. The DC was 15. So you're
I
very
knew it was close.
So unfortunately, that will fail. So you're still not feeling great.
Just move around.
Just stumble, yeah. Anvir.
There's my 30 feet of
Circle.
movement right there. There you go.
Yeah.
Just stumbling back and forth. All right.
I thought this one was wounded before it got.
Oh yes, he had taken damage. He wasn't wounded, but he had taken damage.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. I will. What will I do?
Also, oh, sorry, I forgot. You would notice something. For some reason, you get the feeling that something is connected to you psychically that wasn't connected before these things did their incapacitation blasts.
Oh no.
Something is watching you. Alright,
Oh,
what are you
yay.
going to do?
Have an existential crisis now.
What is going on? Alright.
I will. Yeah, I'll just use another guiding bolt. I think that's the true and true way to do it at the moment. I'll go for the one, like next to Nasira.
Alright, so you're blasting down at that guy. High ground, but he also has cover.
So 15 would be the total.
15. Well, with the cover, that will miss, unfortunately.
Dang.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think I'm good.
Alright. LJ, in save.
I'll move a couple steps back. That's it.
Yeah, no, let's see this. Give me a
Why does it say there's 100 rounds left on incapacitate?
No.
It only lasts a minute. That's only like 10 rounds. Wow, whatever. So yeah, you unfortunately stumble around some more trying to shake this. The Mind Flayer. Yeah, I think he's gonna go for Eldwin again. Attempting to claw. 21 just misses
No.
thanks to your blade singing. Second claw. 20. Oh wait, disadvantage. That will miss thanks to your displacement.
I love this cloak so much.
And the tentacle. 16 will miss again because of your displacement. So that's it for him. The other one from the other side of you is also trying to get you.
Question: that 21, did you include the 2 for flank?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he rolled 19. So these 2 claws. And the tentacle, yeah, all 3 attacks from the second one, luckily, will miss you as well. And that is it for them. Nasira. Trying to break that incapacitation. So, you would make it.
Hey!
So you
I
finally
get an action this session? What? Well, maybe.
next
Unless
turn.
they incapacitate me before my next turn,
Yeah,
like they
they
did
might
last time.
incapacitate you again, but we'll see. Eldwin.
All right. Do I see her shake out of it?
Yes, so you would see her finally come to from the incapacitation.
All right. I'm gonna risk another oppie.
All right. He's going to tentacle attack. Luckily, he will miss this time.
Okay. Go down here, and now two more stabs. First one booming blade, and now I got flamed.
You do. All right, so Nasira now distracting him. You gain flank on him. 23 will strike with the first attack, blasting him for 20, which will wound it. It is still pissed off at you. 26 hits it again, doing another 11. I think that actually puts it to badly wounded. Alright, anything else?
That will be my turn.
Alright, new round. Dex. So I need an in save to try to shake out of this blasted incapacitation.
All right. Intelligence save. Let's go.
Missed it.
Oh,
Just one again. Alright.
That's hurt.
Yeah,
That
so
hurts.
continue
Can
to
I apply my inspiration to that for that nat 20?
You would have had to have done it before the roll, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, you continue to shake your head, just trying to get rid of this damn psychic energy that's in your mind, discombobulating you.
He's gonna start stumbling, I think,
Once
this way
Once again, stumbling around in the area.
towards the back.
All right. So
30.
you move back a bit more.
Yeah, out of range, out of sight.
Dax is like, you know what? I changed my mind. He just leaves the temple. It's like, I'm out of here.
This sucks. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
He's just going around the corner.
It's like, All right, so that's the end of Dax's turn. Anvir. You as well. Or wait, sorry, I already told you. Yeah, some kind of psychic entity feels like it's attached itself to you.
So these guys, they can't
Will this
handle it.
guy have cover from here?
Which guy? This guy?
Yeah.
He would not, because remember, you can touch him with all 4 of your lines from that bottom corner.
Cool. So easy. So I will do, because all my saving throws that I can do, he's actually decent at. So I'll just keep trying to do guiding bolts on him.
All right, another guiding bolt. 30 will definitely strike him, or 31, I should say. Blasting him for 16 radiant. He is once again lit up and very much near death, as he is now seared and stabbed and just having a very bad day.
And then I'm just gonna move back in.
Fly back a little. All right. Do you know how long is left on your flight?
I forgot to put it on, but it's a minute timer.
Yeah, because I know we've been fighting these things for a bit. All right, that's it for Anvir. Your turn is ending. LJ.
Didn't know.
All right, that's it for LJ. So the vampiric creature. What's it gonna do? I think it's kind of frustrated swinging at Eldwin because he's all like blurry and hard to hit. So I think it's gonna go for Nasira. Clawing at you. You are not incapacitated currently, but I believe 20...
Yeah, I can't. I'm looking for the little turtle. Can't
No
find
worries.
it in the stupid menu.
But I believe a
I can never find
22 would strike you.
Yes.
So he hits you with his claw. doing 11 necrotic and 5 slashing, so 16.
Okay.
Secondary claw attack. 14 would miss as you dodge back out of the way. And his head tentacles are going to crit.
Ooh.
F.
I'm gonna silvery barbs
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was waiting for. All right.
I was debating for a second, but I'm like, no. This is...
All right. So as you see the crit incoming, you attempt to change fate, targeting the creature with silvery barbs. Who is getting the advantage from this?
What's the range that I have?
60 feet.
Oh, I can't see him anymore. So LJ's getting it.
All right, LJ. You
Yeah, that's
have
probably a good
advantage
call.
on your
Can
next
I-
roll.
I'm not
on
mad.
saves?
I'm not mad. I did this.
Is it on saves?
Yes.
Ability check or saving
Next, yeah, exactly.
Attack roll, ability check or saving throw.
So based on inspiration.
So it's gonna roll again for its tentacle attack.
If
and
I
that,
somehow failed this.
that would miss. Yeah, so
I mean-
Wow.
she Nasira dodges back, getting out of the way. So that is it for that one. The other one is not as frustrated and will indeed go for Eldwin with the flank.
This is what I was like
16,
doing.
once again, disadvantage saves you. Yep, disadvantage. Well, 9 natural, so that's going to miss. And the tentacle attack. Oh, 23. I believe that's going to strike.
Yeah. That will hit.
So as you're saving Nasira, suddenly you're whipped by tentacles from behind, doing 9 piercing, and they attach to you, grabbing you once again.
That's just rude.
That is rude. How rude. Alright, that is it for the Mind Flayer zombie thing. Nasira.
Oh, she mad. She mad. She
She could
literally
finally
only has
punch.
had one action this entire round, two sessions. So she's going all in now.
Advantage
Start-
first hit.
start
She
on
just
this
goes
one.
Super Saiyan. She goes level.
Advantage on the
level
first hit.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so
Oh!
you're gonna... Yeah, that tracks. All right. So as this one tried to whip you, you like kind of dodge around it and come up with an uppercut and just splatter his face because he did not have much health left.
Oh, that with that advantage
dead.
against him until the start
He's
of my next turn. Too bad it wasn't on the other guy. Darn it. Okay. All right. So then, yeah, I moved and started punching this one.
All right, so you rush over that way using your monk speed. Coming up from behind, smack him for 7.
And I'm going to flurry of blows.
All right. 2 more quick strikes.
Yeah.
27 will strike again.
I'm gonna move him north.
10. Okay.
I need to reset my PC. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And last hit.
Yeah, 23 will strike again.
And I'm going to
Another 6,
add.
and that puts him to wounded.
I'm gonna add the Hand of Harm on that.
Okay, so you channel key energy to deal 9 more necrotic.
Does it? I don't know. I considered it might not hurt him, but I was. she's-
Yeah, we've done Toll the Dead and then he's resistant.
Did you? Okay.
He resists it, so he only takes 4 from that.
That's fine. She did every point of damage she possibly could in case she doesn't get another action.
Just loading it up now. All right, so that ends Nasira.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh,
Yes.
oh, wait a second. I forgot. I did just respec.
Ooh,
Oh, what's this about?
new toy.
Oh, someone took fighter levels.
Yes.
All right, so I assume 2 more punches.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're just like a flurry of attacks right now. Yeah, 29 will strike it, doing another 11.
Oh, I missed on the last
Oh,
one.
but miss on the second.
All right, he's all yours, Eldwin.
Eldwin.
All right. So first off, I I get my blur back, I believe. Or not quite yet.
You get your what back?
I forget. No, I don't get it back because I'm grappled, but I will once I break the grapple.
Yeah, you'd have to break the grapple for that.
Alright. Simple enough. For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Alright, so you poof
Good enough.
out of his grip. Peering
And then
over
I
there.
will just run back in.
Alright, so you poof back and then rush in again. Assume with
And
your
then,
trademark booming blade.
yep.
Do you have to do something to activate the blur?
No, it just happens automatically.
When does that happen?
Uh,
Start of his turn.
It happens at the start of the turn, but I don't lose it from getting grappled, but it's just suppressed. So if I
Oh, I
Because
see.
Benefit from it, yeah.
I see. Okay,
damaging it causes me to lose it, grappling just suppresses it.
gotcha. Alright, so yeah, go for it. You are blurry again. Yeah, 17 will strike as you come in with a quick stab. Ouch. For 23. He is
And the
very
second.
close to death. Yeah, 20 is going to strike again, and that will impale him. Which will end the combat. So, unfortunately, I think all of you now, after recovering from the... and we don't have to keep rolling for yours, Dax. We'll just say it kind of ends naturally over time. But you notice as this effect ends, you feel as if something has taken hold of you. Some dark being. What does the group want to do?
Like I said before, existential crisis.
Perhaps this was not a wise idea.
Yeah, Dax, are you saying anything now? Are you muted? If you're speaking, I can't hear you.
He's not even in the group, I just noticed. LJ and here. Oh no, LJ's gone. He is here.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear
Are
you
you
now.
talking to me? Are you talking to Dax or?
Yeah. So,
Alright.
do you want
What's up?
to, as you come out of this malaise, it seems that the group has defeated the remaining two. What do you want to say to them?
Well, the last thing you see before the malaise wears off is him walk into the wall here and walk into it.
Bump into the
Hey.
wall.
Right. Are they still around here? Where they at?
I think we've dealt with the last of them for now.
Right, sorry about butting in there the last second. I've been, following your troop. I like the way you fight. You mind if I tag along with you? My name's Dax, by the way.
You say you've been tagging after us?
Yeah, I saw you guys enter the temple over there. So I came in after you. Looks like you guys need a little more help than I thought. Those,
Guess
squiddies
those
over there, they
abilities weren't great on us.
give you quite a headache.
Yes, we seem particularly susceptible to the abilities of these creatures.
And so the
I just give LJ a couple of slaps to bring him back.
fuck.
My
Thank you.
negative one
Good.
slap.
Oh, thank you.
It's like one hit
Oh.
point.
No, it's 0 hit points. I have -1 strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you for that. Oh, that rotted my brain.
it's like your hand has blisters now.
What is this healing I'm feeling?
I'm just slapping you, and Nasira's just like behind bandaging you, and you think it's me.
Alright, so there would be some bandaging going on there. If anyone can benefit from those, it looks
I
like
will take one
LJ
if I
and
can.
Nasira.
Right, is anybody dying? You all good?
Like,
I'm going
what
to.
about all of you
Right.
got drained by those things? How are you feeling?
I feel a little bit weakened. Like it might not be very precise if I try to do any special skills, but until I get some rest.
Let's try not to talk too much. I have a very eerie suspicion we are being watched ever since those weird psychic attacks.
I was
Yeah, I'm right
talking
here.
funny. I was talking funny.
I'm
How do
watching.
you think I'm doing?
To be fair, that just seemed like kind of par for the course.
Were you saying something, Dax?
I said, yeah, I'm right here. I'm watching you.
Something more malignant.
Like, no, I think I feel what Onbeer's feeling as well.
Oh yeah.
Is there
Do I
something we
do
can
I
do
get
to
the
try and
sense
figure
too
it
in
out?
my mind?
Yeah, so any of you who were affected by the incapacitation would now feel like something during the weakening of your mind is kind of latched onto you, though you're not sure
I just
what
think
it
that was
is.
everyone at one point.
Yeah,
I
so it
have a
might be all of
question.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This
I
is
know I
a
failed it once.
psychic link, I'm assuming. Does-
Yeah,
what
and
do
actually,
with that?
you might know more about this. Give me an Arcana check,
All right.
especially with your psychic abilities.
I know before we
Uh,
came in here, I made a Arcana check about mind flayers. Would that be able to help me here, or?
I'd
Go ahead, Dax. What were you saying?
like to apply my inspiration to this for
Okay, so advantage.
advantage.
So you can make one as well. Okay, so 16. So yeah, you get the feeling that this might be that elder brain. One of its abilities, as the mind becomes psychically garbled, it can latch on. You think you read about this somewhere?
Does it maintain that connection after the fact?
I read this in a book somewhere, I think. Elder brains are nasty stuff. They're like big brains with tentacles all over them.
I hear they're also old.
So are we now more susceptible to this brain after those attacks? Is there a lasting effect?
I would assume so.
What do you guys see?
look.
Oh my!
You would hear in your
That's
mind.
terrifying.
I hate that.
Nope. Also, he
my
is
mind's
actually
telling
talking.
me
Did you say we
things.
actually hear that in our mind? You said
Yes,
so?
you would all hear that as if echoing in your minds as you're talking.
And I don't like that. And I'm used to all-powerful beings talking in my brain.
Oh wow, Mr. Special over here.
Right. I will speak back to it with telepathy. I assuming there's a connection here.
What do you want to say to it?
Well, you're not really my reason for being here. But these fellows might have a reason. I only seek knowledge.
As I have seen your mind, you are wearing a lie, and I know what you seek.
I think this is the first time his face seems to... No, it doesn't change color. His just eyes widen. As if he's fearful of something. I want to roll a wisdom check on the side here, just for my own sake. My character here.
Lou, would I?
This is a roleplay thing for me.
With my 22 and Arcana, like, would I know like what it like how exactly an Elder Brain like enthralls someone?
Similar to like magical domination effects, except they're generally more psychic, and more powerful in many ways. The more it can connect to you, the easier it gets to control you. So it's dangerous to stay close to one for too long. Like, you want to either kill it or get away from it.
Could you
That's
make
what I
an
thought.
Go ahead, Dax. What were you saying?
could you make an intimidation check on me real quick?
From what,
Just
the
wanna
Elder Brain?
see. Yeah.
Sure.
This is part of my my character flaw.
15.
All right, he has the frightened condition right now.
Right, so
I
you
love
can.
that.
His eyes widen, and he backs away, starting to back towards the doorway here, while he says, I can't be around this thing. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get away.
LJ goes right up to him and stop him and drag him back forcefully.
Oh, he's gonna fight you.
Alright, so
You can try.
go ahead and
Uh,
I guess give me a athletics, and you can do acrobatics or athletics to contest Dex. As he's basically grabbing you, I assume.
LJ, we have no
Despite
right
his
to keep him here.
muscular
Nope.
figure.
Nope. He somehow breaks out.
Yeah, so he's
Oh,
like,
really?
ah, and just like slaps you back, breaking. So are you trying to run out at this point, or what are you doing, Dex? As you like break free of Leo?
Well, what does the frightened condition do?
just
It
can't
makes
move
it
close.
so you can't move closer to whatever's frightening you, like if it's in sight. And as long as it's in sight,
Okay.
you would have disadvantage to your basically attack rolls and
Not going to
ability
move
checks.
then. He's not going to move then. When you try and stop him, he's gonna pause, but he's not gonna move closer. He's just staying in a spot.
Just to clarify, LJ, you said in chat 3 days of rest, but your token says 2 stacks of exhaustion. How many do you have?
I have 3. I don't know why it still says 2.
Okay. And you're
So you
still
have to
below half
manually
health.
change it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just update it by mousing over the symbol and pressing 3. So yeah, it seems like Dax
I think
is.
this would last for DM.
That is kind of up to you. It's
Okay.
kind of your story thing. But yeah, it does seem like the Elder Brain's words are affecting Dax as he's
Do we
like
wish
freaking out a
to
little.
do we wish to fall back and discuss out of the range of this brain's influence?
It's not say like I think leaving right now is probably for our best. LJ's looks incredibly drained, and I don't like this thing. It's like actually, like DM, can I since I've got like a high intelligence, can I like try and like shut her off my mind somehow or try something like that? I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
was
that's
gonna
even
ask
possible.
if we have any inkling of
You
how
would
good it
hear a
is.
laughter, and a voice in your mind says, "You do not have the mental facilities to shut me out, weakling. Your mind is a child's play toy to me.
That's just
You
insulting.
don't think there's a way you can get it out at this point. At least none that you know of.
Okay.
Though you've also noticed it doesn't seem to be doing much besides communicating with you and taunting you.
Yeah. It's
Let
like
us-
I think
Yeah, let us collect. Let us loot these bodies and retreat and discuss further while we rest.
yeah. Do we want to collect the essence on Veer?
Yeah.
Oh,
if anyone wants
actually,
help.
sorry. So you were trying to break free of it. Give me a charisma save
Oh boy, I am so great at those.
as you attempt to wrest free of this link.
I
No.
have disadvantage on that save.
So
I,
yeah,
um,
as you
I-
try, but you cannot break free.
Oh,
Can I
Wait,
shit.
try
so
to do the
we-
same thing?
So we can all make an attempt like
Disadvantage,
this?
Well, those who try to do this. So seeing that, Dax, you are trying as well.
I'll give it a go as
it's
well. I'll pray to
advantage.
go into deep pray.
So the DC on this is 18.
Oh.
It looks like Dax, you are able
Hold
to
on.
break free.
You said it
So
was.
it's a charisma save. So Dax,
Oh.
you wrest your mind from this link. Unfortunately, as you do so, there's a psychic backlash, and you would take. Well, you're resistant to psychic damage,
Yes.
so you would take 2 points of psychic damage as you break the link. Kind of
I think
getting
LJ
a
passed.
small
2.
headache.
Yeah, because both of those numbers are the same for the strength save and strength check.
Ugh.
Strength check? Charisma save and charisma check are the same thing. You want to take the first
No,
one?
you need an 18, so that wouldn't have passed.
Oh.
Yeah. Only
Yeah, I
Dax
fell,
got
though.
it. The rest of you are still connected. Or
Is
it's
there
still
a time limit
connected
on
to
trying
you.
again, or
Let me see.
6
So-
seconds.
I
At
expect
Yeah,
at least a day.
You can keep trying to break it.
Oh,
Yes.
let us. Yeah, okay, so Anvio, finish your looting. Let us get out of here. Perhaps distance will help our focus in trying to break this link.
yeah, I'll
I
collect
would,
all the
like-
essences.
I would know that
No.
this ability of the Elder Brain is breaks off after a distance. Would I?
So
Or-
actually, I think Dax would know that, just because of his psychic background. So you know, if you get far enough away from the Elder Brain, yeah, it will end the effect, the link. But
like,
it's
let's-
several miles.
Like,
Yeah, don't think we're doing that.
So what do you
You
want?
said we can keep trying?
You can keep trying, and I'm going to say as you do, you would hear the Elder Brain say, everyone but Dax, because he broke his connection, you would hear the Elder Brain say, out of curiosity, what are you doing in my temple?
Hurry up,
I
Under.
think I break out.
it's like I don't have to answer to you.
Alright, so you break out.
I just slap my face very hard.
I have like
Taking-
the best charisma save in the group, and I'm failing so hard.
So you would take 9 psychic damage. And we don't have to keep rolling. If you guys are just going to keep trying, you can just take 3d6 psychic damage to break the link. Because you have
I mean,
some
yeah,
time
that's.
right
I
now.
assumed we would have to wait some period of time between the tries, but if we can just keep trying, then definitely I would.
Yeah.
I would
So
take
yeah,
the
if
damage.
you want to take the damage, go ahead and take 3d6 damage, and you can break
Yeah,
the link.
I just slap my face really
Are you-
fucking hard.
Do you want
Are you just gonna
guidance?
take that 9 or?
Here, I'll give you guidance.
Well,
for
that
each.
9 was for, I think, LJ.
Guiding doesn't help with
Yeah.
saving throws.
Yeah. I'll take the damage.
It would have to be resistance. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright, so you spend some time here clearing your mind. Now, were you actually doing anything here, or what's
I
the
was
plan?
collecting the essence.
Oh, the essence, right. One moment. So you collect some essence off of these dead creatures. Just gonna move the corpses around a little, make sure they're stuck underneath. You guys can keep RPing while I'm doing this if you
It's
want.
like,
So you said you were following us. Why?
Right. He looks a little bit distracted for a moment, and then he like shakes it off. And he's as the psychic effect wears away. He looks at you. Right.
Now we don't have the eavesdropper.
I'm It's a bit embarrassing. I'm looking for a cure for vampirism.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I kind of was cursed a while back, and well, here I am.
by a while back, how long are we talking?
He's like counting on his fingers. 5
days.
years, give or take.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
so not a sim. It's like,
yeah.
Not very long.
Oh, he's still a little baby.
it's like,
Like,
uh,
glares at you.
it's like, Andre, do you have any capability of removing curses
Sorry, I
today?
keep trying to type and it just keeps deleting everything. Remove curses? Not this second, no. And to answer your question, Lou, I thought we said it was religion for these, like, undergoes.
Oh, yeah, it was religion.
Yeah,
So
that
that's
I
what
do
you're
have.
able to collect given some time. And luckily, no
Got it.
more of these things seem to have come for the time being.
And how much damage does Nasira take if she tries to break that link?
Just
yeah.
roll 3d6 if you're breaking
Oh.
it, and you can damage yourself for whatever you roll.
Oh, wow.
I'll keep talking. Right. I got a tip from someone down at the what's the last town to this place?
Probably.
I mean, it's a giant settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Near
see.
settlement?
Revan's
Oh.
Pass is probably where you came from.
Oh, wow.
That's actually
Wow.
Not that close, but it's, yeah.
thematic, though.
We're in the sticks. We are way out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been traveling for
Somewhere
a while
around
through the
Revan's
tunnels.
Pass.
Like, well, I
heard
now.
a tidbit of information that said something about a true polymorph spell here, But that might not be here. If this thing's here.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Let's get out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might
Keep talking.
Oh,
but-
okay. Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Yeah, Vonvir has all the
Alright.
essence.
So if you're leaving, go ahead and
Got
just
it.
delete your tokens. You don't have to go to the exit. There's nothing there to stop you. So click your token and press delete.
So,
What
why
was
do
that
you need?
what was that you were collecting over there?
Okay, can
Some
we
sort of weird
put that
magic
to this? Put that to the side. From what do you mean by Shroud of True Polymorph? Why would you need that to remove vampirism?
Well, it's obvious. Vampires are a race, right? Yeah.
Would
He-
I know
he's-
what a true polymorph spell does? Like, I know that's
You
wild
can make
magic.
if you have training, you can make an Arcana check. The DC would be 19 because it's a 9th level spell.
Actually, can they make a insight, or can I make a deception?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm.
Beating that? Fuck no.
Alright, so I know what true polymorph is. Like,
Trust me, I'm a spellcaster. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Do I
but
believe him? I'll do an insight if you don't. Be careful.
Any of you can roll insight on that.
I point towards so his
Yeah,
name is
roll it.
Anvir, and he's a cleric. Do you know what that is?
Cleric. What kind of cleric?
A nice one.
Yeah, I'm point
I don't know
thinking.
what you want me to say.
Har har har.
Oh, clerics are pretty much the same except for who they worship. Most of them, anyway.
Well, no, there are disciplines that know slightly different magics and abilities.
Oh my god, there's a giant Dax on the
Yeah,
map.
there's the party token illuminating what your
he just grows
your area.
massive.
So
I'm also a giant. Oh.
So that guy, Mr. Anvil over there, he can remove cups. Always has the capability to. So
How do you know this?
Didn't you have to
Interesting.
clear a cursed magic item off of somebody in this group at one
Nope.
point?
That wasn't this group.
Oh.
no, but I
have
do
never
know.
once used removed curse.
Oh, okay.
No, but you've been training Leo, so he can guess.
Sure.
You've been training
Unfortunately,
Leo on removing
I've already
curses?
tried that. I've already tried that. This is some nasty stuff, a real bad curse. I think it might be tied to something magical. Not sure.
Well,
Well, but
good luck with that.
well, I guess if you, I guess if you're that desperate to change everything, a true polymorph would change
Look,
your race from to whatever you want, but that seems expensive for something like this. So there must be some magical blocker. If remove
I
curses.
know I might not be the best travel companion. I need to drink blood to survive and all that.
Oddly enough,
And-
you're not
I
even
will
the
do my
first.
part if
That
you
is-
let me stick
Nobody
around.
in the group seems phased when you say that.
Yeah, that is the last. Eldridge says.
Yeah,
That
I think
is
3
the
of us
la-
in unison just went, "You're not even the first."
You're not even the first. That is the last
Wait.
thing we will think about.
The hell? Not the first.
No.
Yeah,
What kind of people are you?
There's a whole
kind of
noble family of vampires in Revan's past. Do you
I'm
not
dating
know
a-
this?
I'm dating a vampire.
Oh, them.
We had a vampire.
I figured when you said that you came from the nearest town, I just figured someone from Revan's past, like one of the members of the house,
House Albra.
House Albra, just bit you.
Okay, so let's see.
I
known to
don't
do that.
socialize much.
Okay, let's see. We fought vampires. We have a vampire boyfriend and a girlfriend. Girlfriend to
Oh, yeah.
Sarah, boyfriend to me.
Hold on,
We
what's
ha-
with this wee shit?
So just
Yeah.
out of curiosity, you're traveling
Guess
through
I'm
the
the
caves
vampire
right
uncle
now, right?
from another mother.
I believe so. Yeah.
Where are you heading to
I
exactly?
think just to a safe location we can like camp down for a bit.
Yeah.
where we feel
Maybe-
safe from the-
Okay, so
Maybe
just
back towards the collapsed.
so
Probably,
you're
area.
heading to a campsite in the area, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically,
we're
yeah.
trying to find a good one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll take up to 2 checks for that. I'll use survival or investigation. If you're
Is
looking.
Dosha with us?
Did we bring Dosha?
I don't.
No, I don't
that-
think so.
Camp. Yeah.
You said investigation.
Survival
We
or
usually do,
investigation.
it's the
I'll
only
take
other good
up to
tracker.
2 checks from the group.
All right.
I'll do
I rolled
investigation.
19 survival.
12.
Uh,
So when I say that, just the group chooses 2 members to make checks. Dax. So
which
like
is
if I
usually necessary
yeah. So it was
Well, for survival. but
Nasira
yeah.
and Elduin.
for survival.
So
I clicked on it.
Elduin, you find a spot nearby that is fairly well hidden.
So did we use the 12 and the 8 or the 19 and the 12?
The 19 and the 12. I take the first 2 rolls if no one
Gotcha.
or if extra rolls are made. So yeah, the
So,
19
yeah.
finds you a pretty good site. Actually, most of these guys are not here. Right?
I didn't actually put the gold on my character sheet. How much do I get starting out?
100
What
gold
is-
pieces.
Just add 0. There we go.
So yeah, we fought vampires. I have a vampire boyfriend. Nasira has a vampire girlfriend. And we had a vampire in the party. I think we had multiple. Oh, at least that's what they call me.
We also have a vampire journeying with our camp.
Yeah, is that who Leo's LJ's boyfriend is? Is the
Yeah.
No, I think
Yeah,
the one
uh,
the NPC
they're
that
the
we
same
fought?
people.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think he's with our camp at the moment, though. Isn't he traveling with all the
He's
people?
with he's helping.
Oh,
James
right, he's
Elduin.
with-
Yeah,
yeah, he's
right
with
now
Daniel.
he's with all of them.
Did you
Yeah.
bring your camp into this territory, or did you leave it kind of with
I
your
think
ship?
we left it.
I think they're with the
We
Yeah.
left
ship.
it
Ship,
near
yeah.
the giants.
All right, that's fine. So yeah, your camp is not here. It's just you guys.
I
so-
would just set up
Got
a hut
everything
and
I
leave
need
rest of
on
that.
me.
Yeah. I would cast light on myself just so that we have something to see by. I think we have dark
Well,
vision.
I'm doing hut, and that's lit up inside.
Oh,
the hut.
that's right. I'll wait for that
Can I
then.
move my tent over here, DM?
yeah. So I don't think. I think you're able to move your tent if you want to put it someplace else.
I have a short question. Towards that, what do you look like when we all mention a ship?
A ship? What do you mean? Like a ship? Sea ship? Or
No,
You'll
we all.
see when we get back to it at one point. It's a whole thing.
Oh, what?
It's a ship.
Chip.
Yeah,
chip.
a ship. Yeah,
It's like a digging machine that transports us.
CHIP? CHIP?
S.
Yes.
Oh.
So you, I guess, yeah, you, as they're speaking, they speak of some kind of ship, and it sounds like,
Well,
yeah.
I could have used that earlier, but it's a little too late now. I'm already here.
Well, yeah. Do you mind casting some light on? Light
You
on
wouldn't
me?
mind helping me out, would you? I haven't eaten in like 3 days. How far is the travel?
How
How
long
far
you
was it from Devon's whatever?
Right, Raven's Palace.
I want to say it is about 5 days or 6 days. It's not
Oh, geez,
too far,
I'm
but
emaciated.
Well, surely you met some creatures along the way.
if you want to say you bought more food, you can
I'm
just say
sorry.
you bought more before
I
you
think
came
he's
here.
talking about blood.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Vampire. Yeah.
Onvia immediately
Maybe he
like
did
pulls
hunt
his
along the
collar
way.
Um,
Oh no, no.
have there been any
I have-
creatures in these caverns, Lou?
There are insects, there are bats, there are like giant spiders. I mean, there's some natural life, but not as much as you might find in like a wilderness, like maybe some rats and just a bunch of like scavenging creatures.
eat some rats.
So
You
you
said
could
your
have.
name was Eldwin, right?
You are not putting those fangs to my neck.
Oh
when,
no, he holds out a hand to you. Shake
when-
hands.
He'll tentatively grab your hand.
when
All right. Make a con save.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
By the way, when you mention fangs, LJ pulls up his collar, and for a brief moment you can see vampire bites.
Is
Wait,
there
is this a
Okay,
spell that you're
I will
doing?
Is there
describe-
anything-
No. Let me describe this. He does not bite you. In fact, nothing he does seems outwardly out of the ordinary, except to your hand.
Oh no!
Feels like his hand is biting you instead.
Yeah, I guess you would feel as if something kind of latches onto you, right?
Yeah.
The second I feel that I misty step,
All right.
to just right behind him,
What is
So-
happening?
and I'll pull my rapier out.
All right.
Calm
so,
down, Eldrin. Calm down. Calm down.
So yeah, you would see like some. I guess you would see on your hands some kind of weird. What would it look like?
No. Actually, that is a good question because he is under a spell right now. I think you have to break the spell to see past it. You have to do like a perception check against the spell.
When he shook your hand, I think by the definition of the spell Disguise Self, he would have had an inkling that something wasn't right, right?
Oh yeah, if it didn't
Especially
match.
with Eldwin's
Yeah,
passive
it's like-
investigation.
You felt
Yeah.
something there, but you didn't quite see it past the illusion unless you break the spell DC.
Well, what's
You
the
need
spell
an
DC?
investigation check against a DC 16.
Well, his passive is 19. Eldwin's passive is 19.
Yeah.
So
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Right. When he shook hands with you, you saw a bunch of leeches grab onto your hand and bite you.
What?
Hate that. Yeah, so yeah, Eldon definitely draws his rapier after he teleports.
all right. So yeah, he kind of appears behind you with his rapier out as you try to latch onto him. 'Cause they say you got
Eldrin,
this
hell
and
was
stuff.
Put
that?
it down, Eldrin. Put it
Oh, yeah.
down.
Puts his hands
LJ,
up.
hush. Please just we need an explanation here. What is the meaning of this?
No
Messina's
offense,
gonna stand
man.
with Eldwin.
No offense, man. That was just
Onvia's just standing
a-
there like an old woman with a crucifix.
Testing your reflexes is all. That's all. I'll go out and hunt and find my own things.
Like, no,
He's
you
backing away
answer.
from you.
What was that?
Oh, do you stop him?
He will step in front.
All right. That is just a little thing of the curse. That's all.
But
That's
you,
your curse.
but
I'm definitely 100% a vampire.
you
And
intentionally.
Do I believe those words?
back that up with a deception check.
I think the only one who saw through with passive investigation was Eldwin.
Nasir's just reacting based on Eldwin's reaction.
So did Elwin tell them what he saw?
We still have the. Has it been an hour since we entered the temple?
That wouldn't matter. He has unlimited casting ability of that.
Well, it matters for whether or not we can talk in each other's heads.
Oh,
The rest
your
of
psychic link?
Yeah,
that
the
would still
telepathic
be
bond.
up.
Yeah, so through the
Okay.
telepathic bond, I was like, I'll just say, like, this fucker has leeches on his hands.
LJ pulls out his
second-
weapon.
The second you say that, Envy is just gonna very subtly start talking and pointing, like mumbling some words, and he's gonna dispel magic.
Yeah, then do it.
Alright, so if you cast Dispel Magic, what would he look like? Because I think that would just take it away.
Are you doing subtle spell?
No, I'm
Yeah.
just casting it. If you want to try and counterspell, sure, but that's just gonna make all of our suspicions rise even higher.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you
Counterspell.
Alright, so
Oh,
Great
So,
counterspell.
as you try to dispel, he is going to try to counterspell. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm gonna cast suggestion in the same round that.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Yep.
so he is going to counterspell as a response. And unfortunately, that would reveal you at this point. So,
Actually, hold on. I have an item here. Hold on.
mother!
Alright.
I've been forgetting about this.
Just fail already. Come on.
No, he's got something.
The brain, the elder brain,
yeah.
can't read my thoughts. I'm immune to
Oh,
magic that allows others to read my thoughts.
all right.
I'm immune to anyone determining whether I'm lying or not, or knowing my alignment or my creature type.
Wait,
So,
what item is that?
yeah, what item
what?
is that?
That's
That
the
is the
amulet
ring of
against
mind
the sick-
shielding.
Oh, the mind
the-
shielding, right?
Oh, the
Yeah.
mind shielding.
All right,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think that would
Where?
that would still have the counter spell go off, right?
As for the suggestion, I have advantage on that save.
All right. Well, before the suggestion goes off, the counter spell would stop your
Okay.
counter spell, and the dispel magic, I think, would undo your disguise. Right?
Okay.
Unless there's something else that would stop that.
I'll describe it. The first thing that you see is a black bodysuit. It seems to be held together by either some cloth that's been stitched together or silk. And it seems to be writhing. It's not really it's not really moving humanly or humanoid-ish. And it's just sort of standing there, unmoving, unlike the mimicry that you saw moments before that appeared to be breathing but is now not.
And I think you can just put your disguise right back up, can't you?
Yes, I immediately put it back up
So you'd see this
and
strange
turn invisible.
silhouette
I'll quicken-
of like
Quicken spell invisibility.
Yeah, you'd see this strange silhouette of like all these writhing parts, and then it would go away after a moment as he recast the spell. Would anyone try to stop his quickened invisibility?
Well, I
wouldn't-
mean,
I don't think I'd have my
In-
reaction back.
Yeah.
Well, so
Actually-
he's now made another
There's-
action though to recast the illusion. So we're in a new
So
round.
you tried to do. All right, let's just roll for initiative at this point because we're kind of going into
I'm sorry.
sort
Just
of
killing you guys.
This is
thing
why I
here.
asked you guys at the beginning of the session.
I believe that everyone except LJ said that.
Don't
Well, actually,
worry.
I didn't see what Eldwin said.
I don't think I had time to. Yeah, I'm fine with PvP stuff in
Yeah, I'm
doses.
fine.
I'm
like,
fine with it.
As long as
Uh,
it makes sense, I'm fine with it.
We're not
Yeah.
killing each other right now. That's
Andre,
I
did you,
didn't think so.
Andre,
but,
did you re-up advantage on me?
Maybe, but either way, it would only be a straight roll for you because of the.
Point taken. What the fuck?
now.
am I
Hold
doing?
on. This is an invasion of privacy here. We
What's my
gotta
next?
stop this.
I like how so far we've all rolled 20s.
He's got his
Except for
hands
me.
out, like trying to ward you both off. Like stop.
Like, I think you've lost the right to that when you tried to leech me.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was the bite.
I would need your initiative as well, Dax.
Oh right.
Because I think Sierra wanted to try to do suggestion.
Oh, I'm also gonna spend a superiority die to ambush. Or do I have to say that beforehand?
What does that do?
So,
Initiative.
for I can one of my superiority dice I can roll to stealth or initiative.
Sure. So that's a D10. Go ahead if you're using that to begin.
I'm going first.
All right. So LJ, yeah, you like I said, there was this kind of weird exchange where he looked strange and like writhing with these creatures for a moment. But yeah, what are you going to do? He doesn't seem like he's hostile, but he does seem kind of upset that it was, like
I
his
count-
disguise
I
was
count
dropped.
drawing my companion's blood as hostile.
Do I see anything? Because currently I cannot see anything.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, there'd be light in the.
We would still have Eyes of
Party.
Night, I believe.
I
'Cause if we have the
clearly
bond.
overstepped a boundary here. All right,
It's been over now, yeah.
I have not eaten in 5 days. I'm sorry.
All right. So yeah,
Well-
what would you do, LJ?
I guess I would be like,
Yeah, I'll probably be on here.
Sorry, I just have to light up this thing.
I'm not gonna be that hostile, but I go up to him and I point my sword at his neck, like I'm getting ready to slash you off, and it says, "You have a few moments. Say your piece." No, actually, no. I'm sorry. That's more of a threat.
Oh, all right.
Say a few words, or I slash.
It's also a threat, but sure. What are you
Yeah,
gonna?
true.
What are you gonna
More
say?
less
tell
of a
you-
threat.
I'll tell you the truth. All right.
Speak.
He looks down for a moment, and then he says, "My name is Dax, and I am actually cursed. I did not lie about that." He says it in a different accent, too. Completely different from what you heard before. I've been on the run for the last few years. I've been treated like a monster. Wherever I go, all I want is to find a way back to normal. I don't know what I am.
All right.
I'm guessing.
Well,
Oh,
before
OJ
we go
takes-
too far, because I'm not sure if anyone else wants to take actions on Nasira, are you doing anything? Are you gonna let him keep talking?
Well, she was gonna try to suggestion him at the same moment that that Onvir was dispelling him. But that's I think a round has passed since
Yeah,
then.
this was kind of a new round. He probably took, maybe took everyone kind of by surprise when that happened. So, Yeah.
So, I guess I would just say to him, if you wish to travel with this company and have our arms aid you in combats that we encounter in these dark caves, if you wish to accompany us in any way, then you will not deceive us or draw blood from us or show hostility to us in any way, or you will not be welcome here.
I understand. I won't hurt you.
Alright, I think we can drop out of initiative unless someone else wants to do something hostile.
That's all you had to say.
There are many creatures in these caverns that carry blood in their veins. There is no reason you should have traveled 5 days without eating. If you wish aid in hunting, I will aid you, but only if you show no further deceit or no further reason for us to mistrust you.
That would be nice. I wasn't the best hunter growing up. I was just a merchant's boy growing up.
One of us is weird in our own way. I was a high elf at one point. That one over there can turn into an elf. As he points at Eldwin. Onvir, actually, I don't know him. He's normal.
I'm the one normal
That's
one
the
here.
one that was flying around with the giant night wings.
He's normal besides the giant
This weird
dog
obsession with
thing.
the sky, which no one's ever actually seen.
Yeah, but
Upsetting.
everyone at my temple is like that.
And Nasira, I'll let her do her thing. And Johan, actually, I don't know much about Johan. Even though technically he's not here, I'm just saying he is.
Yeah, Johan's in the background, so we'll have to wait on his contribution. So,
But yeah,
go ahead.
most of us is weird in our own unique way. I don't know why you needed to hide it. Well, actually, I can see why. New
Oh,
group and all.
I
But,
guess Manasa is not here.
I admit I've probably been rather rude to you. I'm sorry. I've been on the run for so long, I've just forgotten what it's like to be normal.
What do you know about this curse of yours?
Well, the first... I was a learner of magic. It was a side hobby, really. Nothing really special about it. Well, one day I saw a merchant, one of the merchants, come into town, and he offered me this book. Didn't really seem anything special about it at the time. Little did I know. There was a spell inside of it, and I tried to cast it, and it turned me into this, and I was ran out of town by an angry mob.
By this, I'm assuming you mean underneath their disguise.
Yes.
So, did you show them your book?
I do lift up the book out of my pack. It is a black book with no real markings around it that you can see. Or I can't see.
Arcana might tell you something about this book, actually. Yeah, I'll say Arcana or History, actually. Either of those could reveal something about this book. Oh, yeah.
Now I've got a running.
Eldwin, 27.
So...
Wow, I'm rolling bad this game.
You don't think this book is an actual book, Eldwin?
I might as well roll just to fudge around with the dice.
You think This might be something called a void seed.
What?
What?
Just the way this book is kind of bound, just something seems off to you. Void seeds are objects created through void energy that kind of copy actual things.
Does it have?
Their purpose is often different from the actual thing, and it varies greatly. But yeah, you would definitely believe his curse story seeing this this supposed book.
After, just because you said that, it just made me think of this. Does it have any similarities to that stone tablet?
Which one? The
one with
The one
where
that
I
Goliath
died.
brought us. Yeah.
No, not the one that Goliath brought us. The one
Oh.
Eli had.
Oh,
had Ellen and Davia.
no, you don't think this is related.
Okay.
You
So-
think this is
It gave
a
me
void
similar kind of
seed?
vibes. Is all.
Yeah, something you believe is called a void seed. You could be wrong, but some of the details on it remind you of some kind of obscure lore that you've read.
Like, well, if that's what I think it is, it's no wonder you're cursed.
Now you can understand why I need that true polymorph. Either a scroll or maybe a spellcaster who can do that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's
I'm a bit
certainly a
more
pickle.
challenged than a vampire.
Eldon kind of
I
like,
will sleep away from the camp for the night.
as you walk
not
away,
think-
Eldon grabs your shoulder.
Yes? And kind of sinks into his shoulder. He's
Yeah.
actually not that muscular for his...
Kind of gets a little grossed out for a second. He's like, "Hold on." It's like I can guess that you're not in a great spot, and we start off on the wrong foot. And Eldon will hold out his hand again for you.
Oh.
Bites your hand again. I'm just kidding.
It's like, no, Eldon said, like, but if you're gonna be, if you
swallows you
seriously
whole.
want to travel with us, you want
He
to
shakes your hand normal this time.
like Eldon says, like, if you want to travel with us and are seriously considering helping, so that you can get free from your curse, then I want my allies as strong as they can be. And you hold your hand like there.
I assume the
Okay.
intention is to that you can have some of your blood, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, what? Are you offering this to him, or
I am offering it.
I'm gonna set a DC in my mind here. Yeah, he passes. He slips away from your hand and says, "No, I think I should probably learn how to hunt at this point. I've gone on for far too long without learning this sort of thing. Would
Just
you accompany me instead?"
Oh shit.
It's like if you want, like I'll come with you. But if you want help in learning to hunt, Nasira would probably be much better at that than me.
Yeah.
I've spent my life in back alleys and with books.
He looks to Nasira.
I am not at my best after our encounter today, but yes, I can aid you in attempting to find some prey in this area.
And just FYI, I put some more information on the void seed stuff in chat in case you didn't see it.
I also want to jump back a bit when LJ was because we skipped my character introduction. When LJ was pointing his sword at you, you got a better look because last time you saw him, he was mind fucked. He has a pink beard with like black hair. Yes, with black
about
hair and a bowler cap for his head. He has a bow tie and a soldier's like heavy outfit. or heavy armor, basically, full plate, and you saw a little owl on his chest, and a metal, like shit, I forgot the word for it. It's like a metal cuff, like one they put prisoners in, on his right, and
Oh,
you see
manacle.
that manacle. Thank you. And a horn on his left shoulder.
All right. I
Alright.
see that there in the image there. Very nice.
So did you say you were gonna go hunting with him, Nasira?
Yeah.
Right.
Before they leave, I'd ask Dax, do you need that Void Seed to assist with your spell casting? Basically, is it a focus
What?
or anything?
Oh, yeah, it is my packed tome.
Oh, even better.
Okay. Like, if you're like, it's up to you. But if you leave it with me, I can try and identify it, see if I can glean any secrets from it.
Unfortunately, every time I try to get rid of this book, it reappears back on my person. So you may not have it for very long.
Well, I guess I can do it when you get back then.
We should do this when I get back.
Alright, so you are headed out to do some hunting. I assume just for creatures that you can gain blood from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna use my pearl of power to get a 3rd level back.
Alright,
By the
so
way,
you
what's
were-
our plan here? Are we short resting, long resting?
We're any resting.
Yeah, any resting at this point. Because I'm 3 levels down, and I think someone else is close to it.
Like, while we're
TM.
resting.
For the future, can we use infestation as the damage modifier for that vampiric ability?
Yeah, sure. That would make
Cool.
sense. Going with what you have.
Okay.
So
And
it
just-
is.
And
Yeah.
just kind of for some clarity, Nasira does not seem like a woodsman or a hunter or anyone that even actually likes nature or roughing it at all. She seems quite the opposite. But she's dexy and good at tracking.
You're better in the wild than any of us.
right.
You have Dosha here.
To fit into that temple far more than the caves.
Where was you about to say?
What? What did you say?
What?
Will was about to say something,
Oh,
which I think he posted in chat.
Hanvir?
Will. Oh,
Will.
Eldon.
Great restoration.
Oh,
Me.
Greater Restoration. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're talking away from the camera. But anyway, so you two are going hunting. Is anyone else going with them, or the rest of you staying in camp?
Fuck it, I'll go with them. I have nothing better to do.
All right, so the 3 of you are going hunting.
You're probably going to impede our stealth, considering your current condition.
When you point that out,
Oh,
OJ realizes that, yeah, you're right, and he heads back.
Okay. So
I
are
can
we-
understand if you don't trust me alone. That probably is the reason why you want to accompany us, yes?
No, I'm just bored as he walks away.
almost dying.
I'm gonna try and find one of those giant spiders or something and like either boomerang it or like knock it out with a stunning strike and then just like leave it to him.
As
Right.
we walk, I'm like, did you know I can kill things with my voice? It's a really cool ability.
Sounds terrifying.
So I'm gonna.
Oh, I know.
Pass.
I just sort of cuss at them and they die. It's really intense. Vicious mockery.
Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna pass some time as you are hunting and the group is kind of resting at camp.
Okay.
Give me a
Do we
moment.
make some sort of survival checks, or
Yeah, so that would be, I guess, you and Nasira making survival checks. Just rolling to see if anything happens while this time is
And I forgot I'm at disadvantage anyway, so
You are. Although it seems like Dax is being very helpful.
Yeah.
So with
he's a quick learner.
yeah, well, I mean, he's with a 20,
Very
you
good.
two are able to track down. Let's see, what's your wisdom modifier, Nasira?
3.
So you're able to track down 4 days worth of unpreserved rations. Basically, just some cave animals that you're able to kill with your boomerang.
Okay.
all right?
Do we need rations, guys? The rest of us?
Man, I can put some in the bag.
All right. I mean, Nasira is not gonna dress these carcasses or anything, so.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really say they needed food, and I don't know if you can
Yeah,
communicate
she
with
was
them at
not
this
planning
point.
on getting her hands dirty here.
She just kills things like, all right, there you go, and like leaves it on the cave floor for.
That's exactly what she was going for.
I just realized LJ could have given you the bag if you remembered.
No, it would be too late. You already left camp.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, I know. Like
she's
I
not
said,
she's not gonna.
if he remembered.
So those of you who stayed behind to rest, you can use one of your short rests for the day and benefit from it if you like.
Oh, fuck yes.
So yeah, go ahead and spend your hit dice or whatever else you want to do to benefit from this.
And I can use as many hit dice as I want for a short rest. So.
Yeah,
So
no,
long rest
standard.
or short rest?
This is a short rest. It's only an hour. You can get up to your proficiency modifier in short rest per day, which I think is 4 right now.
But Dax and I can't benefit from it yet because
No,
we've been
active
hunting during that time. Yeah.
For some reason,
I thought we were having a
health
long
in the
rest.
circle is.
You guys might do a long rest at some point, but for now, a short rest passed. Because there is a chance something could attack your camp, so I think people are just preparing in case that happens.
Also, just to clarify, I just don't have a radius for it. I think we forgot to do a radius for that one. I have done Tiny Hut.
Oh, yeah, what's that, 10-foot radius? I can give you one.
Yeah, I think we just forgot to do that.
Give me one moment. You guys can keep RPing while I'm doing this.
I will say to you, Andre, do you want this back as he takes the ring off?
Yeah, I may as well hold on to it. I don't even have that spell prepared.
Yeah, he takes it off, give it back to you.
Oh, and I'm going to move Dax's character to player characters and reveal him to everyone, since you can all see him now anyway.
We just see that his portrait is a giant leech monster.
Yeah, he's a giant leech. Alright,
It's the leechmonger from Demon's Souls.
Not familiar with that. Alright.
I'll get a photo. Creepy looking.
So, yeah, there. Now you can all see his portrait under player characters. It's under character info player characters now. I just moved it down to there.
Are we back at camp or are we still returning?
At the moment, you're returning.
Okay.
Because I am making Anvir his spell radius.
Eldrin would say to everyone here. Oh, go ahead.
Well, Nasir, as we're hunting, you see him grab a bat, and the bat is sucked into his hand and disappears inside his body.
The fuck?
And it pops out the other end, and it's a skeleton.
I mean, she definitely observes this, but she would act completely nonchalant and not comment.
Or not a skeleton, just probably like mummified.
Like a withered, like
yeah.
corpse.
Poor bat.
By the way, if you happen to see an owl fluttering about our party or our camp at some point, I urge you not to catch that one. It would displease Eldwin.
It's like, oh, was I supposed to not eat that? Oh, I'm sorry. Gets shanked in his sleep.
Chin.
There is also a wide variety of interesting companions waiting for us at our ship that you will likely meet in due time, and my cautions on the rules for traveling with us do apply to them as well.
I will try my best to be as little of a problem as possible. Abuse of magic is rather abhorrent to me.
Very good. Then we should get along fine.
Alright, so...
And then he changes his image.
So while they are away, back at camp, so the hour is past. You have your hut up. Are you all inside it at this point?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
I
realized.
go alone off to my side camp here.
I think we're still. He said
Oh no,
we're
you
still
guys are
listening,
not
so-
back yet because I rolled
Yeah.
something might happen while you're away.
I just realized.
Could you please link the spell description for Tiny Hut? I need to see something.
Yeah. Don't they have to be in it when you trade it? Otherwise, they can't enter.
No,
yes.
he has to be in it, right?
No,
Or is it
everybody,
everyone does?
like it's. I
Oh.
would have done this when we were first starting. Like I did
Yeah.
say I was doing it at the
It goes
sure.
away
We,
if Andre
could
leaves, but the
we
others can
could
come
say
and go.
that you did it before they left to hunt. If you asked them to, that's fine.
Yeah. Because I was saying I did it before they actually left.
Okay, so never mind then. I was going to say something. But as the two of you are moving through the caves heading back to the camp, I'll say Nasira and Dax. You, Nasira, what languages do you speak?
Undercommon and primordial.
Nasira, okay, you speak Undercommon. So you, hang on before I say it, let me just check something. Yeah, so you hear a voice in your mind, Nasira. You are the one that approached the Mind Flayer Temple. You and your group, are you not? The one who touched consciousness with the Elder Brain.
Who speaks?
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay. So would you stop or would you just act normal as you heard this voice?
I think for now I'd continue walking because whatever goes down here, I think I'd rather be closer to our people than further.
Yeah.
Dax is talking to himself at this point.
Yeah.
Going on about spells and the intricacies of bards to sorcerers.
Nasira's
taste
just
of
flying
different animals'
casual.
blood.
Yeah, so she's kind of walking, trying to look nonchalant. But the voice would say back, I serve an interested party who is enemies with the Mind Flayer. Perhaps we could be of use to one another. He says, I hesitate to reveal myself to you at this moment, but I would like to speak with you and your group further. He says, are you interested in in a possible alliance against the Elder Brain?
Much more information is needed before an alliance can be considered. But of course, we would be willing to hear your proposal. Can I propose
as you think this, you could swear you saw something move in the shadows about 100 feet away from you, to the east, in the cave.
Can I look rather pointedly at that spot as I continue to walk as if otherwise unconcerned? Like, almost like, I guess, trying to make a message like that she, assuming that what she thinks she saw was, she's wanting to make it seem like, yeah, I know where you are, or something like that.
So at this point, Dax, I'll give you an active insight check on this
Okay.
because Nasira is behaving kind of odd.
And about how far away from us are they?
Shh, you don't know. All right, Dax
Oh.
is just like meh.
Ugh.
He just keeps talking about
Bards,
magic.
bards have the most powerful charming magic of anyone in the entire underground. Bards are the most esoteric casters you could ever meet.
Dax is just
They
way
are
into
amazing.
his description right now.
Can I
Uh,
describe?
Dragons.
Can I think of some landmark or something within a few hours travel, like this area that we've been exploring? Not like at the Mind Flayers, but on our way to the Mind Flayers or somewhere around. Can I think of some landmark that I could propose a meeting?
I mean, the only landmark that's close is that collapsed building.
That collapsed dwarven.
Yeah, the
structure?
collapsed dwarven structure.
Would that be something like that I could describe as a place we could meet?
Is that what you want to do? Describe that to him?
Yeah.
He would
As long as
say,
it's something that I would be able to describe, like the general location and description, and propose it as a meeting point,
"You speak of the Tharian ruins. Yes, I know of this place. We shall meet there in an hour, you said?
No, I did not. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow it is. Tread carefully. Tread carefully, fuck, what's your race?
Yanti.
Yanti.
Fuck,
Tread
what's your
carefully, Yanti.
Oh.
He was saying, tread carefully, you fucker, or something
Fucker.
I'm like,
Honestly,
wow.
I like,
basically
well, that's
what-
quite rude.
Oh,
No,
I
he
believe
would
he
say
said that by
Yanti.
accident.
Sorry.
Raven,
I was just really frustrated because I couldn't remember what it was.
in the future, Raven, I can allow telepathy with my character through the ring. That it just means I have. It's like they have to
You have
knock
to
first.
choose to it, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, with your ring of mind shielding. Yeah.
I can still accept telepathies.
Yeah, he more. Well, you're not sure why he chose Nasir because you wouldn't even know about it, but yeah, I was pretty sure that was the case, that he could have tried to contact you. But yeah, so you two would
Going-
make it back to
It's for
camp.
future.
Yeah, no worries.
So, like, when Eldwin casts the telepathic bond on the group, Dax can choose to be included in that. But in the case of a stranger that Dax didn't know was there attempting to reach out and touch his mind, would he know? Like, would he be able to choose to allow it in? Or would it have to be something where someone has told him, okay, I'm doing this, let me in? How does that work? I'm just curious.
Let me remind myself by reading the description.
Okay, sorry. I was just really curious how that works.
You can use an action. Creatures can telepathically.
Oh, so
communicate
you
with
would be.
only
I
if
think
allow
you would be
it.
immune to the Elder Brains connection with this.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Also, the ring is invisible.
because that would be reading your thoughts. Yeah, so
or
actually, the Elder Brain, that would make sense. Maybe you did some research and know that this would shield your mind from like a bunch of the Elder Brain stuff.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, she wouldn't have been able to make contact with you then. Sorry, I forgot about that. You had
That's
that
right.
item. But anyway, you guys would
Can
make
I
it. Or go ahead.
Propose something to Nasira. A plan.
Also,
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Nasira? Nasara?
Nasira. Yeah, you were fine the first time.
I have a plan for dealing with this Elder Brain. Well,
Let us.
somewhat of a plan. We would
Yes.
still have to kill it.
I have perhaps
But-
new news, and I will share it when we rejoin the group.
Right. Well,
And I think
I'll
that's
share my plan with the group as well then.
Yes, perfect.
All right, so it's about 2:00 when you get back to the group, who's kind of huddled around in the dome. So yeah, you're back at the map here.
So now that I feel a little safer, because honestly, I wasn't in a great position if Dax and I had been attacked. So, she would, when we rejoin the others, as we traveled the caves in returning here, a presence touched my mind. Not like the one we encountered earlier today, but an unknown party who offers a possibility of alliance against the Mind Flayers, the Elder Brain. I know no more than this, but it seeks a meeting with us tomorrow if we wish to learn more or consider.
Oh, and Dax looks human, by the way.
So Nasira comes back with another stranger.
I mean, we might as well see what they have.
If we're dealing with an elder brain, the more allies, the better. Especially, like these are dangerous creatures.
I also have a plan for dealing with the Elder Brain, but it still requires that we kill it.
Well, that's
But I have a possible
generally
way
our
of
plan.
capturing it, and not just killing it.
Okay, I think for now we put that on the back burner. We find out what this deal is first, because that comes later.
Why do you want to
Well,
capture an elder brain?
If we intend on searching the ruins, we've either got to make a deal with that thing or kill it.
My vote is killing it.
I vote
Making
just
it-
killing it.
Agreed, but I do have concerns about the power it showed over our mental facilities today.
My plan requires us to kill it. But
Okay.
in doing so, we will capture it. I have on me a ring of mind shielding. This thing, if you die while holding the ring, it captures the soul of the thing that is wearing it, and you can communicate with that thing.
Do you intend to hand your ring
Telepathy.
over to the brain before we kill it?
Force it onto it, if need be, and capture it, or at least its soul, into the ring.
To what end?
Well, an elder brain is a source of knowledge at the end of the day, and it won't have any of its powers. If it's trapped in the ring, all it can do is communicate.
I would look over to Eldwin because I'm curious if someone smarter than Nasira has thoughts on this.
What
Yeah, actually, anyone with Arcana training might have some insight into this plan.
Anvir might have some insight as well.
I've never had Arcana.
Oh, sorry, I always think you do. Why is it? I guess it's the religion, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nat 20!
So,
Yeah.
Alright, well, so Eldwin,
I know what I'm saying.
you, the only problem you can see with this plan, from what you know of a ring of mind shielding, is it requires a tuning for it to function. So the Elder Brain would have to attune to it for its mind to be trapped in it, which isn't usually something you can force. Now, if there were some other like magical devices that you had that, I mean, there are probably other devices that exist that could do what Dax is suggesting, but the ring would be, a little bit harder to do that with.
Yeah, it's like, well, there are definitely ways to trap a soul and keep it on hand for further use. Wizards have been trying that for centuries, millennia, actually, probably. It's like
Actually, don't we have a scroll of magic jar?
we sold that because
Oh,
I
we
was never gonna find a way to use that realistically, so we traded it for another magic item.
Yeah, that's right.
We could
Like,
polymorph it for an hour, and then use suggestion to make it attune to the spell.
I do not know how strong my suggestion might be against such a creature.
Well,
Also, if you polymorph it, it then wouldn't be a humanoid, which means I don't think suggestion would work on it. Because it's
Well,
not
I think
suggesting on the
something
humanoids,
small
or is it
like
my
I think
creatures?
so. Yeah. Let me look. Honestly, I have yet to have this work well, but I keep trying it in really interesting circumstances where one of these days when someone fails it, then maybe it'll help us out because I get it free. I have a free cast every day, so
it just as a creature.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
right,
doesn't
does
say,
creature.
you could do it to
But
creatures.
still, I mean, I could certainly try, but we cannot hang our hopes on such a plan.
It's like that is possible, but the problem is that the polymorph would run out before it attuned, if only just.
Can you against your will to magic items?
That's why he suggests
It's not
suggestion.
dangerous
I
or
see.
hazardous to the creature.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably tell it as a suggestion to attune to the item.
The suggestion would last long enough.
I mean, it could work. It would just be a lot of saving throws to go through. And, Elder
Yeah.
Brains are probably
Ooh.
pretty magical.
We can.
Party.
If the
it.
suggestion worked, the polymorph wouldn't be necessary. If I suggested to him that he attuned to this ring,
An elder brain's psychic defenses would be incredible.
yeah,
It's like it'd probably be very hardy against trying to influence it in any way. But polymorph reduces a creature to entirely to the state of a
Polymorph
its
solves
new
the
target.
problem.
I was
It-
thinking of it as wild shape, but you're correct. That would. Okay, go ahead.
It solves two problems. One, you pick an animal that has a very low save or low resistance to this. And another, you need to pick a small or relatively easy to capture animal, like a rat or a mouse.
So one other thing I'll tell you, Dax, because you would know doing some research. Elder Brains have really good saves. They also have something called Legendary Resistance, which lets them automatically make 3 saving throws a day, even if they fail them.
Yeah.
So you would have to burn through those before you even had a chance.
Yeah, Nasira only gets one suggestion a day.
I
Well,
can cast
yours would-
polymorph 3 times a day.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So
and you could use other spells to cause it to burn through its legendary resistance. But yeah, just as part of your planning, you would know this piece of information that
Yeah.
it can.
no matter what we do, we're going to have to kill it in the end.
Yeah,
Well, that was the
That
plan.
is yes.
Like
we can burn it down and make it
That's
waste.
the
all
part
of
we're
its-
with you on.
like we can definitely try your plan. I have nothing against it, but if your plan causes us to put our lives in too much danger, I will just kill the Elder Brain if we have the option.
Also,
Perhaps we
if
could share
if
this
you were
plan
rem-
with your new cohort. He looks at Nasira
if
with
you
an eyebrow raised.
if you remove the ring in order to enact this plan, would you not lose some of your own defenses against the Elder Brain's influence? And if it should then save, would you not be vulnerable?
He looks down at the ring.
It would
Then
be
he
a risk.
nods. I would do it at the last moment, though. I would
Mm.
not do it before the fight.
Yeah.
I do not think unattuning to something takes as long as attuning to.
I think that
No, you can
the
just break
attunement
it. I
only
believe.
breaks if you attune to something else or another creature attunes to the item.
I think you could
Some
just
magic items
willingly.
specify that
Oh.
the attunement is like if you want to equip it, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
I think you can also just willingly kind of like dropping a spell.
yeah.
I
You can
believe
you can
just
break an
unattune.
attunement whenever you want.
Unless it's a
You
curse.
just need a
Yeah.
short rest to what's it called to change your attunements. But you can drop an attunement like at will, so you can just
Okay.
sever a link with one of your items if you want. Although then, like I said, you need a short rest to restore it. All right, so I'm gonna keep passing time unless you guys.
If Dux lets me, I'm gonna try casting Identify on his tome.
Oh, right.
See if
Yes,
that does
the
anything.
At this point, I'm
seemingly
trying.
human wizard steps forward,
Like,
offering the book.
does he look oddly like me? Sort of.
Oh, he looks like Zuko for some reason. No, I'm just kidding.
Gosh darn it.
It's time for an Agni Kai.
It's like Ellen just sees it like I hate that. Like I don't know why, but I don't like that.
You didn't know this when you made your character. Go ahead
Actually,
and
no.
cast Identify.
Apparently, it does take a short rest to unattune to a magic item, according to
Oh,
this.
Really?
well then I lied.
Really?
So
Hold on, yeah,
Dax, I sent you a whisper. I need to know something.
Yeah, that's what it says about unattunement.
I don't think he's tried that yet,
Okay.
GM.
All
Not sure if
right.
I. Does that even work?
Since the tome is sort of partially your backstory thing, you can say that might be something that happened.
He's
Like,
not
would
been
there?
aware of anything nefarious about the book, and
Okay.
except for the
The
contents of it so far.
Yeah, except for the curse, right? So
Yeah.
let's see. Eldwin. You are attempting to identify this. Give me a wisdom save.
Yeah, I was expecting something like that.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
Oh.
No. Give me an
Guidance,
intelligence
guidance.
save as well.
Give guidance.
Guidance doesn't help on saving throws or any
Yeah,
ability
it's
checks.
only all ability checks.
Oh, now I'm rolling bad.
All right. So, something odd happens while you were identifying this. Everything seems fine at first, but when the 10 minutes ends and your spell goes off, this strange dark miasma starts to seep over your hand from where you're touching the book. And in your mind, you start to hear these strange whispers.
Is the miasma only visible to him?
Yes,
Dax
it
is like,
seems
I'm
so.
not doing this. I swear I'm not doing this.
Okay, we can't see it. It sounds
Please
like.
don't
so.
kill me. Okay.
So you would take 27 psychic damage as
Whoa!
something invades your mind. And the whispers just get really loud. And you guys would all see him start bleeding out his eyes and ears.
I'll try and pull myself
major
away from the
migraine.
book.
Oh my word.
As you pull yourself away,
By the night defines.
the darkness is still kind of attached to your hand. None of you see this, the darkness, only Eldwin does. And the voice you haven't heard in a long time in your mind would say, what have you done?
That is a great question.
He says,
Ow.
you've touched the void. He says, you've cursed us. What do you want to do? Or say?
It's well, I guess we really need to figure out what this book's about, then, don't we?
He says quickly, cast a spell. Any spell that isn't a cantrip.
In that case, I will. If he says that, I will.
Oh, and I left the game. I cursed myself.
Oh no! It killed God!
I'm the storyteller. I'm not God.
God is dead and we killed him.
No, clicking on the wrong thing on my screen killed me. Go ahead. What are you going to cast?
He just said cast any spell.
That's what the voice in your head said. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to. I don't want to risk it being too low. I will. I will just cast Dimension Door.
All right. So you attempt a Dimension Door. And for some reason, when you cast Dimension Door, hang on. As you teleport to the other end of your door, you come out of it shrouded in fairy fire. He says, wild surges. I thought so. And it
What, so he's
seems
just
for
faintly glowing?
for some reason your spells are creating wild surges. Something that only usually happens with a wild mage.
That's interesting.
Oh
says,
no, is
I
he
s-
cursed?
I
No.
suppose it could be worse, but these
Oh,
can be dangerous. We should find a way to get rid of this taint that's on you. And you
I'll just,
assume he's talking about the darkness that's now attached to
Yeah.
you.
I was like, I'll just turn over. I'll just look over to Dax. Like you said, you've tried everything. I have a question. How soon did you find a cleric?
You? No, I don't know. Have I found a cleric before, DM?
I mean, there have been clerics you've spoken to, but you don't. Remove curse was not something that would take away at least the curse on you.
I think that's where I attempted a remove curse and it didn't work. That might have been where the attempt on the remove curse was tried and it failed.
So for the time being, your spells will generate wild surges.
That's fun.
Oh,
Well, I can try remove curse tomorrow.
It can't help. Like,
Go.
can't exactly hurt to try.
What
It's a
happened
low
to
level
Elton?
spell,
I
right?
guess.
Third.
Oh, right, third, but generally low now.
All right.
Like, speaking of third level slot, like, how many days left now is it till the people from Candleholm show up?
I think it's one more day. So after tomorrow, they get there. So you have
The day
today
after
and
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I think we had already sent them a message about going to the Mesa and yelling out for the Khan, though.
Oh, did we?
Well, we also left our ship and our people for our ship there to welcome them.
Yeah. So you hope will meet up with your camp there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we weren't just leaving without saying it. Never coming back. Like,
While they're talking, I'm just gonna cast Silent Image and sneak away to my tent.
All right.
It's just gonna be a copy of myself standing there in the spot where I just was.
So this map is our normal camp, but we don't have our camp with us right now, so we're just kind of in a cave somewhere.
Yeah, I assume, unless you wanted to bring your camp with you here, which, you could. If you wanted to have
Okay.
them here, it would just be, yeah.
I'm gonna stay in Onvir's hut. That at least provides some extra protection.
LJ is probably already asleep.
Let's see.
This is just an illusion standing there now. It's unmoving.
Yeah, well, Silent Image makes an object, so it'd probably be like a statue of you or something. I don't think you can make
really?
creatures with it. Yeah, it says object specifically.
Create
Weird.
the image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon.
Oh, the spell. Sorry, I thought you meant the minor image.
Yeah.
I see.
I can cast this at will with no spell slot cost.
All right, so yeah, you guys might see him standing there quietly for a while before it vanished. Yeah, let me see about you doing a long rest. Although actually, we are at time.
After the hour passes
Yeah.
by, the book disappears.
Would we pass an hour since we got back? Since Naseta and Dax got back?
Yeah, you can say you guys passed an hour to do your own
we can
short
have a short
rest if
rest.
you wanted one. I'm not sure if that would help either of you. Actually, I think you have some warlocks. That would
Oh
probably
yeah,
help
it
Dex.
helps me a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would help. That's right, Nasiri or monk, so that would definitely help you.
Monk and fighter get stuff back.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, if you want, you can spend a short rest, and we're probably, I guess, gonna. Well, let me see if I can pass a long rest, just so you guys can.
Do we have a water skin at all? Or button?
I assume the group
any-
has.
I
Some
mean, you
water
ought
skins.
to.
Extra water skins.
Have you been traveling through caverns without a water skin?
He drinks blood. What are you talking about?
Okay.
No. The water skin is actually something that I need, because I'm not a true vampire. I will. We got like 4 bats. Caught like 4 bats. 4 days worth of rations. I'm gonna go ahead and bleed them into the water skin. Mix it
Alright.
with the water there, so it just makes a blood potion or something for 4
Gotta
days.
Store 4 days worth of rations for yourself in blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the water skin.
So time is passing. Let me know if you're doing anything. You have till I finish rolling. So the camp is quiet. Luckily, your location with those good rolls has helped keep everything hidden. The night would pass, and you would all get to long rest. It is now the 89th of spring, getting very close to fall, for what that is worth underground. At 8
3 more
a.m.
days till my snakes come back.
What do you want to do? It's a new day. Oh yeah, and if any of you had downtime projects like learning a language from one another or anything, you could have done that yesterday. You had enough time.
I don't.
Um,
Dosha isn't here. I wasn't able to.
Okay. But yeah,
do I think remove curse would work on him? Is there a thing I can do, or is it just try and find out?
what would that be? I guess I'll say Arcana or more difficult history. Arcana 20, History 25. One of those could help you.
Well, probably history.
Oh, well, maybe Eldwin knows something. I forget,
Yeah,
you're
looks
the
like
Arcana
Eldwin might.
master.
Oh.
So Eldwin, judging by how your ally Dax has said that it doesn't affect him, you would guess this, whatever this is, if it's a curse or just some kind of blight on you, you don't think a normal remove curse would get rid of it. You might need something more powerful.
Alright.
That would be your guess. You could be wrong, but you could still try if you want.
It's it's unlikely to work, but I'll leave it up to you whether you want to try or not. Like, as long as I don't, I think I'll be fine as long as I don't, if I don't, repeatedly come in contact with that, void spawn, or void seed.
Famous last words of any wild mage, the voice in your head says.
I will give it. I may as well give it the college try. So I will put my hand on Eldwin's shoulder and try and remove curse and see what happens.
Alright, so you spend a 3rd level spell, but as he said, it does not do anything.
Worth a shot.
You would feel that the magic is too strong as you attempt to remove it.
Does he expend the magic?
Yeah, that would use the spell.
Okay. Because that's the same level as the... Wait, no, Greater Restoration is even higher, isn't it?
It's 5th level, I
Fifth.
think.
But we probably want to use that on LJ today.
Yeah, so
Get
I'll
rid of
use
some
that
of
on
his
LJ.
exhaustion, yeah.
Well, he had a long rest, so he's only on 1 now at least.
No,
I'm
He's
on
on
2.
2.
Yeah, but he's had a long rest, and I just removed 1 with greater restoration.
Oh, you
so-
Oh,
did.
yes,
No,
after the greater, he would have 1. Yeah.
Gotcha.
We
And you
had a
had
long
one
rest.
as well on Veer?
Yeah, so a
Yeah,
long
that-
rest
that will
just
be one
passed. It's
now.
the next morning.
Okay,
The
perfect.
campsite has not been attacked or anything.
Should we perhaps go to the ruins, the Therian ruins, and see who this unknown is and what they propose? Or do you think it
Yeah.
might be some sort of trap?
I think even if it's a trap, it's better to go with him than let him follow us into the mind flayers.
Agreed, especially now that we are refreshed.
When Dax comes back, you see an old woman in her 60s with white hair and an eye patch.
Okay, do you want to stop doing that, please?
We're gonna need some sort of keyword that you give out whenever you approach us in a new form. If you want us to not consider you a stranger or a threat.
I am still Dax, not to worry.
I mean,
Yeah, we're like I will like this here definitely gives a good idea because if you sneak up on her disguised as someone else, she will probably reflexively punch you.
She nods, and then she turns into an Asira instead. It's like, how would like
Allow
this-
me to modify the rules. Do not use my form.
Let me modify them even further. Don't use any of our forms.
Oh,
There might be
alright.
some tactical benefit to using our forms, so I like
Waves a hand and
Seems like Eldwin's down.
it's like look, there's some legitimate use cases to having multiple of us.
he turns back into his usual orc form. Right. Let's try
you
and
don't-
get this over with.
If you don't mind me asking, Dax, is this what you looked like before the curse took over?
What? This? Oh, no. This guy, he was he was a local merchant. Real smart fella. Knew how to knock a guy's head, too. Grew up in my hometown. Of course, might hate me now, but now that I think about it, but oh well.
Did you
Can't
eat
really
it?
change. Well, no, they all sort of just chased me out of town with torches and pitchforks, but that's about.
Like,
That's
well, in
about.
that
He
case-
seems to have this like 10,000-yard stare, like PTSD, as he trails off.
Then why
Not the
you
fire.
it's like then why use his face instead of your own?
Did you answer him?
What? Oh, all right. He like snaps out of his thing, his reverie for a moment. He's like, no. I'm doing them honor this way. Yeah.
Weird way of looking at it, but okay.
And I put the deception roll there in the chat.
I can't beat that. I'm not even gonna try.
I will.
Yeah, Anver definitely could beat it.
If my rolls want to be good today.
Well, actually, are we doing perception
Oh,
or
shit.
in? Yeah, because
Just-
Eldwin, you could
well.
beat that, right?
So I guess
No, I don't have insight.
Anvir can beat it. So yeah, you get the feeling that would that be a lie or like a omission?
Actually, let me confirm something real quick.
Usually you don't roll deception checks versus PCs. They can either believe you or not. So this is kind of a thing you're doing.
As the actor feat, you have advantage on deception and performance checks when trying to pass yourself off as a different person.
So you kind of admitted that you're.
Yeah, I
I
think
know,
that's
you guys
different
kind
from
of
what
know
you're
it,
doing.
but it's still feat, mechanic wise. I like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you might think he's full of crap a little as he's talking about
Yeah,
this stuff.
he's kind of bullshitting. Seems hesitant about something.
Maybe
Anyone who knows
maybe he's
Anvir
still
well
maybe he's
enough to
uncomfortable
tell he's
talking
hesitant.
about that. With your insight, you would also get that feeling that he's a little uncomfortable talking about this, but also that he's lying.
I
But,
leave it for now.
but we are over, so why don't we do MVP and our MVP votes and wrap things up. And I think I'm going to give all of you an inspiration point today for the fun interactions.
This was a good RP session.
What's
Yeah,
the max of
a lot of fun.
inspiration points we have again?
3
Three.
right now. I might
Yeah.
change it to 5 later. In fact, that's fine. Change it to 5. You can have up to 5.
I was gonna say maybe like
Eldwin.
efficiency or something.
Guess later was a second later.
Technically,
I
still
will-
true. I need one more vote. So to whisper me your vote, Dax.
Oh.
it is
Why whisper?
/W space GM space the name of who you're voting for. So basically that without the parentheses.
And the actual name instead of name.
W GM name. So
Yeah, the person you're voting for MVP. The character.
Space.
It's pretty.
Test this out. Oh.
Yeah, so you whispered me my name. You would whisper me the name of who you're voting for.
Why
I
can't you
only
win,
typed it
Lou?
once. I only typed that once. What the heck?
So
Alright,
/W
try-
space GM space the name of the person you're voting for. You don't need to put DM or GM Raven, just GM.
Okay.
That's how you whisper me anything during the game. /W space GM.
Yeah, the problem is you probably put DM space Raven. And that's what's it.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to put my whole name, just GM or
Can you
DM.
vote for yourself?
No, you can't vote for
No.
yourself.
I don't know.
So Eldwin and Dax, there's a tie, so both of you roll a d20, roll off.
Oh,
Rollies.
grab a dice.
Oh, it's going to Dex.
Where's the dice?
No,
Say
he could
that.
roll real bad.
So the d20 button is on the left of the screen. Alright, so Dax is MVP. You would gain another inspiration point.
Hey.
Hey, I'm at 3. 3 out of 3.
3 out of
Good.
5 now.
Good game, everyone. Hope you had fun.
Yeah, good game.
Good game, guys.
And we'll
I'm
pick
gonna
it
How'd
up.
you like the character?
It was
Was
fun.
Eldwin, I admit,
Interesting.
I overdid it with the hand thing.
Yeah, when I was like, you feel something bite your hand, I'm like, heck no.
You know,
I was like, Eldon's not gonna be down with that.
Yeah,
technically
yeah.
weren't supposed to feel that, honestly, now that I think about it. You know how leeches can latch on without you feeling anything?
Yeah, but
It
more
was
fun that way.
magical leeches. It was gonna be draining a lot of blood. I feel like I would have noticed something. But
Yeah.
it made
Like,
things all
you
interesting
would have just
that I
shook your
noticed.
hand and nothing. You would just appear to get weaker.
Yeah, it might have been odd, but I think it's better that this gets ironed out earlier rather than later, or else it might cause suspicion anyway.
Stick with the infestation spell. I think that would be best.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess. Shoot, that didn't last very long at all. Like, I expected this to go like 5 sessions without revealing it. No,
Yeah,
first
no.
session.
Well,
Everyone.
once you got shady with Eldwin's handshake,
Yeah,
you
that
were
was,
all like,
kind of
"Don't
a weird, like,
fucked
oh, let's
up.
be friends. I'm gonna drain your
fucked it
blood. I think, I think if you wanted to like not like suck their blood for a while, you probably could have hit it. But
I can reveal it, I guess. He's a cursed swarm. That is his race. I pulled the homebrew off of a D&D Beyond. Basically, he is a swarm of leeches in a humanoid form. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Did I
basically
send a
an
link to that or
elf.
something?
It's basically an
That
elf
sounds
with
cool.
a cosmetic thing of leeches, with like
Oh,
a
okay.
couple of
Yeah.
adjustments.
Think Dampier, elf. Elf Dampier.
I'm still wondering how you got Wu to agree to this.
The what?
If you reskin
Well, like I said,
stuff instead of
It's
like
mostly
actually
just
having,
cosmetic. There's
Yeah,
not
if-
much
if it-
actual mechanical changes to it.
yeah, because he's let me reskin some stuff a few times, but it's like it just has to be balanced stats and mechanic.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me use this character. You're awesome.
Yeah, hopefully you have fun within the world with it, and you don't get killed by the Elder Brain.
Or by your
Hopefully-
companions, if you.
If
can.
anyone's going to be killed by Elden Ring, it's a 10 intelligence, can't roll higher than 10,
Well,
Elgin.
Dax also only had a 10 intelligence.
It would be super cool if we managed to capture that thing, though.
Nasira has 9 intelligence, so. Or 8
Yeah.
intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, but you restore well.
I escaped twice. I failed every other round that entire combat.
And I only escaped once.
Well, and
before
the
muting
first
So-
time, yeah, the first time I escaped, they immediately re-incapacitated me before I got another turn.
I will say
Yeah,
there
okay.
are
These are
spells
defense.
that can help with this fight, defensive spells that you might want to think about using. Things that
Psychic
protect you from
enemies.
psychic and charm and just all these nasty things that the what are they called? The illithids do.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a protection from the incapacitate or the stun, but there's
think there
definitely
is.
things against charm and like mind shielding and stuff.
Psychic is some of the hardest damage to deal with in the game. It's very hard to deal with that.
There's only
like-
like 2 races.
Yeah.
It's like
that
magic,
have-
only it bullshits your magic protection.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I can end charmed and frightened stuff on Nasira, but not that incapacitation, you know.
By the way, Dax, just like little power game stuff. Is you like
What?
Unless you're uncomfortable revealing what your other subclass is, are you a great old one? Warlock?
Oh, no. The Undying.
Undying.
I chose the Undying. Might not reflect what's going on in the game, so that's why I'm telling you this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fun of them. That might come up if we're dealing with some of that stuff. Might come up if we're dealing with more of the vampiric illithids.
I do hope that I am able to spawn some undead in the future. I think that would be very fun. I don't play very many undead character spellcasters.